Like, God damn.
That was probably like a mad echo. I'm so sorry.
God damn.
No, I
God.
always have to shut this one off. My bad.
I'm just sitting there like, you shut up the song. God damn. Something with you. Something with you specifically, not me.
I think something with you.
What? There's nothing with black.
About to film me with 2 cameras.
No, I just needed to put it up a little bit. It makes like punched it.
Hey man. Hey man. What is going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Thank you guys for joining us for another edition of the news. This is episode 328 of the news. If this is your first time watching, and you do not know how the show works, every Friday at 3 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news, and every Monday after Monday Night Raw, we are on here with Unscripted. Also, for the pay-per-views for both WWE and AEW, we are live directly after the show goes off the air with the official post-show review. Speaking of which, we will be live on Sunday night. Hopefully, should be a little earlier. I still set the stream for 11:30 because you never know what Tony Khan's got up his sleeve. However, AEW Redemption starts at fucking 6 o'clock this time, which I'm stoked for.
Look at that, man.
Super stoked for that. And yeah, so we'll be live for Redemption this Sunday. And yeah, and then obviously you guys know how it goes. Next week we got SummerSlam weekend, or as Sir K's calling it, Spider-Man weekend.
I'm more excited about Spider-Man that weekend. The pay-per-view, I mean, it looks like it's happening, man, but it's Spider-Man weekend, man. They got a brand new day. It's a brand new day, man, and I'm excited. What you making that face for, man? It can't be a brand new day out here.
I get no. No. Not your brand new day. But
sometimes I couldn't think of something. Never mind.
Well, yeah. So yeah, we'll be live for Redemption, and then obviously, like I said, next week you guys know we got the big SummerSlam weekend coming up. So yeah, so you can catch us on here Sunday after the show for that. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official NHP merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Links at the top description of this very video, man, where you can find the Slept On Since 2020 design, as well as all the other OG designs live on there as we speak. Again, that is bonfire.com. Link is at the top description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you do not know your boys here at NHP, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got none other than my guy, Sir K here. Sir K, go ahead and let the people know what it is you are smiling about today.
You know, man, I'm smiling. I'm here with you, bro. I'm here with you guys. And that's why I'm smiling, man. No other reason. There's never any other or third reason that I'm smiling, man. But here with you guys, I'm excited for the weekend, man. It's gonna be a good weekend. We got Redemption. Redemption's looking pretty good, man. It is. And then, you know, next weekend's also a big weekend. We got Spider-Man weekend, and there's SummerSlam too, but it's really about the Spider-Man. It really is, man. But I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, like Durante always asks. You know, how's life? How's family? Life's good. Family's good. How you guys doing in the live chat? How are you doing in the replay? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Look, man, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. A lot of things have gone down in the past couple of days.
You're telling me? Sorry.
Oh man.
Sorry.
Brother, San Diego Comic-Con has taken place. Mattel, bro. Mattel, I gotta say.
They're balling out.
Balled out, knocked it out of the park. Knocked it out of the park with a lot of their reveals. I, honestly, but by the end of just what they showed here today, there is more than likely gonna be room for a solo John Cena shelf on my on my display case. It's just gonna be all Cenas, because they have revealed a lot of Cenas, and they have already sold a lot of Cenas. All right, not actually, but mentally, they're sold.
Oh, no.
Bro, They revealed the WrestlePalooza Cena. They revealed the Perth Cena, bro. They revealed the Perth Cena and the Perth AJ from Crown Jewel. That's just gonna be too fucking tough. They revealed the Boston Cena. They revealed the Vegas WrestleMania 41 Cena. Wasn't there a fifth one in there?
There's which one did I think there was. I don't remember which one it was though. Was it one of the ones you already like pre-ordered?
They showed the Mattel Creation Cena, which that one I actually have already physically purchased 2 of them. But no, dude, they showed a lot of good stuff. They showed a lot of really good stuff, man, and they also showed a lot of cool Punk stuff, bro. We got a lot of cool Punk stuff as well. We got a lot of old CM Punk. We also got a lot of newer CM Punk. We got Fantastic Four CM Punk. We got we knew we were getting that, but we got the official images for it. And then they showed off a Walmart exclusive 3-pack with Seth, Roman, and Punk from their Mania main event. And that looked dope. That looked really fucking dope. That's a very clean Punk attire. I really like that one. And then they showed the WrestlePalooza ones with him and AJ. Oh, bro. And then they also showed the Elimination Chamber Blackhawks gear.
Yeah.
That one is fucking hard as hell. They showed some AJs. They got like a AAA line coming out. Very cool. Obviously, you guys know I'm a big collector.
Getting that La Parga? I'd be disappointed if he did. I got beef.
I can't say I'd be getting La Parka. The Vikingo figure looked pretty fucking cool. But Jazzwares, bro.
You're not fucking with their drops, man?
What the fuck? Why has it taken 7 years and they still can't get an MJF head scan down? It is atrociously bad how much he looks like fucking Chowder from Monster House with brown hair. You know what I mean? It's a bad head scan, bro. They I don't know. Jazzwares is all right. I think they do a good job with a lot of figures, but it's like some certain people they just can't get right, and MJF's never been one of them. They get their Darbys right. The Young Bucks is another one they always have a problem with. They get their Kennys right. The Osprey is okay. I think it could be better, but yeah, I mean, largely unimpressive drops, I gotta say, from Jazzwares. I definitely... The line's been so uncertain anyway. It's like we never know when they're fucking done with AEW or when they're not done with AEW. It's very just weird. They're in a weird state right now, but Mattel doing good stuff as always. That Bray, they also have a Bray 3-pack that's coming to Target.
That looks fire.
Yeah, it's got like the New Fiend, the Monster Fiend, the Mr. Rogers Bray, and the Muscle Man Bray. Too fucking tough. That set is too tough. That's definitely a get for sure. That's definitely a get. But yeah, they got Bronson Reed with the Shula Fala coming out. They got AJ Lee from her return. So they got a lot of good stuff, man. They got a lot of good stuff. I must say.
You guys should have heard this motherfucker last night. He's talking about, man, I would totally get, and he literally listed off like every single drop. That shit was hilarious. It just kept going. I'm like, damn.
Also, I just remembered, man, they revealed the cover for NBA 2K27, which is Wemby, which I think is tough. The cover kind of sucks, but I like that Wemby's on it. Think that's real cool. Caitlin Clark got the other version, which is really dope as well. And you know what I really mentioned this for was the Ultra Edition, the $150 edition, which God bless anybody that fucking bought that. But which also too, it's like if you buy it digitally, like you don't even get the cover art like in your menu. It's just like a default just like NBA 2K logo that they use for the cover for the game. So anyways, Derrick Rose made the cover, bro. Derrick Rose made the cover of the Ultra Edition, which means Chicago is up. We have Derrick Rose and Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams. I almost said Caleb Wilson. There's two Caleb in Chicago now. This is gonna be a fucking tongue twister all year. We have Derrick Rose on the cover of 2K, and we have Caleb Williams on the cover of Madden 27.
Look at that. Chicago moving.
Chicago is moving, bro. The Blackhawks just got back Patrick Kane, which is fucking dope. That was again, I've never really been too big of a hockey fan. That was always sort of my pop's like main hobby, but
that's the name you know from that team.
Yes, Patrick Kane and Jonathan Toews were like the dudes over there, bro. So they were a big part of that. Well, I knew everybody on the team because my dad, bro. What are you
Come
talking
on,
about,
man. You can't.
This is coming from a Packers.
I was gonna
fan,
say,
bro.
this is a Packers fan. You can't trust his opinion
Exactly.
on the Bears. You can't.
Exactly. You can't.
It's not an honest opinion.
No, man. But they're saying, the streets are saying,
Are they?
Since we have a pope from Chicago, Chicago sports have been up, bro.
They have been up.
Caleb owns the NFC North. The Bulls got themselves a nice fucking young core. I hope. We'll see how it pans out. The Sox and the Cubs are doing good. The Sox and the Cubs are doing pretty good, which is fucking wild. And the Blackhawks got back Patrick Kane. I still think the Blackhawks sucked last season, but it's still a homecoming moment, right?
I was going to say, I think he's got like 2 years left on his fucking career, but it's a nice little thing.
No, 100%. It's always best to end where you start. It's almost like someone should have told that to LeBron James.
Damn.
Right? Man.
You sound disappointed where he went.
I'm actually not. So LeBron finally announced the decision today, and it was the 76ers. I would have really liked a Cleveland reunion just for him to end it in Cleveland, because that's just like
storytelling.
That's the storybook ending. I feel like that's just a storybook ending, but it's like he ends up going to the 76ers, which is cool. Again, doesn't really have much ties to the organization, so it's just like it's interesting, but I gotta say, I can see, I guess, where he was thinking in terms of like trying to maximize winning a championship. Because I think, like, fit-wise, his very best fits were Philly, just because they got a lot of young guys, and they have Joel Embiid, but it's really kind of a mix-up whenever he's healthy or not. When he's there, phenomenal. He's fucking awesome. But he's never there. You know what I mean? And then I think the other option, basketball fit-wise, that would have maximized him winning a title is probably Minnesota. Obviously, they got like Melo, they got Anthony Edwards, still have Jaden McDaniels, and they have Rudy Gobert, so they got like a decent starting five, but Philly has a decent starting five now. Obviously, with the addition of Jaylen Brown, they got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Brown, LeBron, and Embiid. But again, it's going to be interesting. I will say, though, all them teasing, that all them little process references he was giving at Fanatics Fest ended up being the truth, I guess. I think Miami would have been cool, just for a reunion there. Again, everybody, I've said it before, I wouldn't have even minded the Warriors, just because, like, how fucking weird that would have been. Also, too, somebody fucking pray for Steph Curry, bro. Yeah. They don't get that motherfucker no help. No, every free agent they done went after this offseason didn't get him. Kawhi, Kawhi, Giannis, LeBron. Didn't get any of them. Didn't get a fucking single one of them. Pray for Steph, bro. That man, God, that's terrible. No help, bro. No fucking help. But excited for LeBron again. I would have liked a Cavs reunion just to see him in a Cavs jersey again. But the Cavs are fucking pretenders, bro. I'm sorry. I
they're
say it every
team.
fucking year, bro. LeBron probably would have tore his head off watching James Harden get absolutely destroyed in the playoffs, bro. When teams target him on defense, bro, and he's getting slaughtered the whole game, LeBron would have drove him crazy. And then there's Mr. Pretender himself, Donovan Mitchell. You know what I mean? Mr. What did he say that one year? You know, I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep. I don't think I'm gonna be able to sleep until we get to redeem this series loss.
Well, sleep.
I guess he's still awake from that series because he hasn't done it.
Fake demon.
They're pretenders, bro. They're pretenders, and then you add James Harden to that. That makes them like super pretenders. I'm just saying, bro.
He's the super pretender.
I'm just saying. But I mean, Miami. I guess Miami would have been pretty cool. He would have got to play with Giannis. I don't know how well that would have worked fit wise though with Giannis and Bam. I don't even know how well Giannis and Bam are gonna work, especially with the roster around them. But LeBron finally made his decision. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I can't believe he. I couldn't believe he went to Philly, man. I honestly couldn't. Man. I think that that was one of the more shocking routes he could have taken, and he took it. So
he did take.
But
I'm sorry.
But yeah. So that was LeBron's decision, man. And yeah, it was San Diego Comic-Con. What else is fucking going on, man? Lou Dort got traded to the Hawks. So
Lou Dort.
Yeah, Lou Dort, man. He another key piece of Oklahoma City's rotation gone. So. It's going to be interesting. I think they're still going to contend for sure. I think they're still going to contend, but that's a pretty big defensive piece to give up is Lou Dort. So, but that second apron is fucking teams up, man. Teams do not want to be in that second apron, bro.
Damn.
So, but yeah, man. So Chicago sports are back. Derrick Rose is on the cover of 2K.
D Rose.
Man, it's crazy, bro. Crazy. You know. The amount of times I used to I guess this would be Derrick Rose's second cover. Hey, I guess he shares the cover of 2K13, bro. So
shit.
A lot of hours on 2K13 of me watching Derrick Rose highlights behind fucking Lord Knows by Drake.
And if you guys know what the Derrick Rose MVP song is, a lot of hours listening to that. Trust me, I remember.
It's a banger song. I feel like for me, it's really not. I feel like, bro, the like when I think of Derrick Rose, man, I swear I think of them edits that I think of them like mixtapes I used to watch when I was a kid behind Lord Knows by Drake. Every time Lord Knows by Drake and Rick Ross comes on, bro, I think of Derrick Rose, bro.
I think it's Tory Lanez. Oh, and I swear it's Tory Lanez.
Lord Knows?
Yeah. Unless there's a version with Rick Ross. Lord.
Fell in love with the pen, started fucking the ink.
Oh, I'm thinking of the Meek Mill song.
Oh, you're thinking of
Lord, yeah, it's the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you're thinking of Lord Knows by Meek Mill. That's also a good. That's also a banger.
I was thinking about a completely different Lord. My bad. You were right. My bad. I'm like, wait, and I just see two Lord Knows. Okay, I didn't know it was.
There is two Lord Knows. Yes.
Lord knows.
Yeah, so that's everything, man. That's everything. And then the last thing, bro, as you can see on your screen, we have a very special happy birthday shout out. His birthday's not today, it's tomorrow. But we have a happy birthday shout out to the one and only. We got my guy, Brother Logan here, man. It's Logan's birthday tomorrow, so wish Logan a very happy birthday. My guy, I love you, bro. You're one of my best friends. Have been one of my best friends, holding it down for fucking 8 years now, which is wild.
Insane.
It's almost been a decade. I love you, man. Again, you're my brother. One of my best friends, dude. Appreciate the hell out of you. Everything you do as a friend. You're... A lot of people wouldn't know. Some people wouldn't know Logan. Some people wouldn't know how, to the degree of hilariousness Logan is. Hearing you rage on a video game is one of the true, one of the true highlights of life, bro. It genuinely fucking is. But happy birthday to my man Logan. Again, I love you, bro. You're my brother for life. I hope you have a great birthday, and yes, I can't wait to see you soon, September 30th to be exact.
Exactly.
For All Out.
We will see you September 30th for All Out, man.
Yes.
But happy birthday, bro. Happy. I know it's technically tomorrow, but happy birthday, manager, brother, doctor, Logan. Happy birthday, man. We love you, dog. You've been here with us for 8 years now. It's crazy, man. So hope your birthday's great tomorrow, whatever you're doing, man. And happy birthday, bro. And what a lucked out year. Birthday on a Saturday. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a
Saturday birthday's nice.
Very good one. Friday or Saturday is always
goated.
Always good to have your birthday fall on, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, so again, everybody, wish manager Logan a very, very, very happy birthday, man, as he turns, oh man.
20.
How old are you, bro? 23, 24?
I was going to say, I think it might be
We were
3?
so young when we met, I can't even.
I think it might be 23. That's just me guessing. No, I don't know.
It might be. I don't know. Nobody knows their siblings' ages, bro.
No. Unless they're getting old, then you make fun of them. But that's a whole different ballgame.
Give her a break. Give her a break. Come on, man. All right, man. We're gonna start you guys off with WWE today. We're gonna start you guys off with WWE today as we got.
Oh shit.
That makes more sense. Apparently, Shams is bringing up the possibility of LeBron James living in New York while playing for the 76ers, with it just being a 45-minute trip from New York to Philly on a helicopter. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yes, we're going to start you guys off with WWE news today, and we're going to start you guys off with somebody who I literally just said would definitely probably be on a thumbnail sooner rather than later, and apparently it was sooner.
Very cool.
We're going to start you guys off with Bayley, bro. We got the drop on Bayley, and boy, oh boy, is it not looking good for WWE. I could say that. We got Gotti here, bro.
What's up, Gotti? How you been, man?
Dude, you just come in trying to rage bait us, bro. What's going on with this?
What's up, man? You going on his marks, man? What the hell?
Yeah, are you serious, bro?
Exactly.
How about you wish manager Logan a happy birthday?
Exactly. It's the richest shit I ever heard. I swear to God. 45-minute helicopter ride is crazy.
You guys can't get a helicopter?
You know, I'm not gonna continue on.
This guy's on one today. This guy's really on one today. Yes, we got the drop on Bayley, man, and again, it is not looking good for WWE. However, it's looking good for the other side, man, because now this was reported earlier in the week. There's a bunch of stories. According to Fightful, Bayley is not believed to have signed a new deal with WWE at this point. WWE sources claim AEW has long had their eye on Bayley when her and will have their eye on Bayley when her contract is up, and it is well known that the company will have major interest. They go on to say that Bayley's WWE contract is expected to be up by the end of 2026 unless injury time is added to the deal. As of now, Bayley hasn't put pen to paper on a new contract with the organization, although the expectation is WWE will want to re-sign her. Bayley will have options, though, as her contract has been a point of discussion with both WWE and AEW for quite some time. The belief is that AEW would be heavily interested in Bayley and would be looking to sign her should she become available. Dave Meltzer then followed up on this, discussing Bayley's contract, noting that the angle with Lyra can be a write-off if she does not resign.
Yeah.
No shit.
I mean, I love Meltzer. He's just pointing out the obvious every time, and it's the best thing ever.
So, Meltzer... Oh, wow, they give me a whole little script here. Okay. Meltzer says, this is between Meltzer and Alvarez, obviously.
Oh,
he says, the only thing that I was told was that she has a big decision to make. Alvarez says, Well, I don't know why I just started thinking about. Do you remember that fucking clip with Dave where he's
Just,
like,
no, I don't know.
he's like, yeah, you know, they had the thing, you know, with the thing, and then Alvarez is like, no, the thing with the thing. That was one of the best. That was one of the best things, bro.
Well, it ain't a poop. Really? I didn't know this. How did you figure this out?
I could elaborate on this.
Hmm.
Sir K's holding in a lot of things.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if that's one of them, but
Exactly
what I do know, he's holding in a lot. Okay.
I'm not holding in nothing, man. I'm not holding in nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe something, but definitely not poop.
Alvarez says, "Well, that's something you need to you need to know. Then her deal is coming up." Dave then follows, then responds to this. He says, "Well, it's not coming up for months, but I mean, again, I watched the show on Saturday, and watching that show, I thought it was a blow off. The stuff that Lyra has said since makes it feel like a blow off. Maybe she's gonna come back in 2 weeks and attack Lyra and keep the thing going."
Yeah.
With Ricochet, he had not signed his new deal when and when he kept not signing the deal, they assumed he was gone. There were even stories out that he was gone before he decided he was gone. But he was leaning towards being gone. In the end, he was gone.
What?
But if you remember the last angle they did with him, it was done in a way where if he signed a contract, it was going to lead to a return based off that angle, which obviously it didn't. Alvarez then says, "I think this is the exact same thing if Bayley ends up re-signing. There's going to be a built-in angle with Lyra, and if she doesn't re-sign, Lyra destroyed her and sent her out of the company. So I think that's exactly what's going on." And here's the thing. These guys talk in circles all the time, but I do get what they're saying, and I feel like they are right. I feel like they're right. I think if Bayley did re-sign, then, you know, they're just going to use this to bring Bayley back to attack Lyra. I think odds are Bayley's gone, so they kind of just use Saturday night's main event as a write-off for Bayley.
I think so.
Which, coming out of Saturday night's main event, Feiffel's reporting, as of now, Bayley has still not signed a new deal with WWE. The expectation is that Bayley's deal's up by the end of the year, unless injury time is added. So pretty much the same thing that Meltzer said. And Bayley's WWE contract, this is also from Fightful, Bayley's WWE contract and free agency has been a topic of conversation backstage within AEW for quite some time. The obvious conclusion is that AEW is going to be heavily interested and make a play for her in the event where she becomes available. And the newest piece we got, the final piece today, according to Uncle Dave, talk backstage at WWE Saturday night's main event in New York City, was that was Bayley's last match in Madison Square Garden.
Damn. That's crazy, man. I from everything we've seen, from the vibe that I'm getting, I think she is overall done, man. There is a chance that, you know, depending on how long it takes for her contract to be up, that she could do one last little return, you know, maybe, you know, from the attack from Lyra, cost Lyra something, have one actual last match, but I feel like this might be it, man, and that's crazy, man. I'm excited for her to be in AEW. I think that's obvious where she's going. I kind of assume that since fucking Mercedes Deadass posted a fan-made fucking match card image of those two. That I was like, all right, she's going over there, I guess. And I think she is. And I'm excited for that. I like the sound of that. Man, it's just crazy to think that she's going to be leaving, and they essentially lost 2 of the 4 horsewomen past few years, man. It's crazy to think we'll never hear Bayley again from Michael Cole. That's going to be a sad one.
Well, you know, once every flower dies, you know, another one regrows.
Oh yeah, we're
gonna get to hear Davina Rose.
Davina Rose. I can't wait. I love their.
It's Bayley. I mean, oh shit. Sorry, Davina Rose.
It's Bayley Rose. I mean, Davina Rose. Yeah, that is true. That is true, man. But
it's gonna be damn. It's gonna be weird not hearing Bayley. I didn't think about that.
No Bayley, no Bayley. It's gonna be Davina. And it's crazy. I think she definitely is going over there. I think that is the goal. Obviously Mercedes wants it. Obviously Tony Khan would want that. And I think that's the goal for everyone involved, man. I think she is done with WWE. They really didn't capitalize on what they had, man. They missed out on her on Mania a few years ago. Then they were able to bounce back with, whole Lyra and Becky stuff. And they really never capitalized, with them like that again. And they really didn't capitalize as much as they should have with all that. And ever since then, her and Lyra were just kind of floating around. And finally, they did something with Lyra. And that's seemingly a goodbye to Bayley. Which, if anyone's getting taken out by, Bayley to leave, I think Lyra's perfect, man. I think she is for that. And I really hope they do something with Lyra. For cheesing. I really hope they do something with Lyra, man. But I'm happy for Bayley, and I hope everything works out. I don't know when. Obviously, they just said at the end of the year, so it could be October through December. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I think she'll, depending on how everything goes, she might be a revolution.
So, at least from what I seen, it was in the last quarter of the year. So the last 3 months of the year. I would assume that to be, so maybe October-ish or something like that. Especially to Wrestle Dream is AEW's, October pay-per-view. So that was the one Mercedes posted, which
is just hilarious.
That fan image of. So it does make me think, was that maybe like a little teaser or a little hint as to what is going on or when, exactly something like that would be able to happen. And I think again, now if she is up towards the later half of the year, they absolutely could bring her back to give her like a final send off or something like that. I feel like that is owed to her, but that's just me. Largely, I think she's done. I think she's done in WWE. I think her days are about, again, as good as numbered in WWE, and I feel like the straw that broke the camel's back was WrestleMania 41. I really think that was it, to the point where Bayley maybe started to think like, okay, like maybe this isn't exactly the spot for me. And I think they did a good job at maybe trying to convince her to stay, for like the first 3 months after they brought her back from WrestleMania 41. Obviously there was the Becky Bayley Lyra feud, which largely carried Monday Night Raw in 2025. And again, it looked like they were making a convincing effort. And even I was even on record at the time saying, I think Triple H was going to do a lot better with her, because I did not think that he would want to lose another 4 horsewomen. Now clearly I was wrong, and Triple H is just a fucking idiot, but it's like, it's weird because like we know he likes them, but it's just like he lacks the ability to really like show it or like use them in a way that's like beneficial to them or anybody. It's like he doesn't again, he doesn't like he's not using Bayley to benefit her. He's not using Bayley to benefit and put over other people. So it's just like obviously he just recently did it with Lyra, but like before that they were just a nothing tag team on the show. They were just fighting the fucking Judgment Day every week. So it's like, I don't blame her for wanting to leave one bit, but I think she is as good as gone. I think her days in WWE are numbered, and I think there's a lot for her to do in AEW. I think she's going to do really good over there. Obviously, Mercedes is over there. That's like her wrestling soulmate, so we know we're fucking getting that match probably at, Wrestle Dream.
Whenever we get it.
Yeah, whenever Tony Khan, whenever Tony Khan gets the green light to do that match, he's gonna do it. But
I think they're definitely also gonna have a big tag run. I could see.
I absolutely think we're gonna get the Boss and Hug connection back.
Or the CEO and CFO connection.
The CE Rose.
Okay, I like that. CE Rose. I fuck with that actually. Hey, you might. I think you cooked with that one.
Okay.
Okay. Hell no, never mind. I take it back.
Come on, bro. So, you know, obviously Sasha's over there. There's a bunch of other things that I can think of off the top of my head that I would like to see Bayley do in AEW. Obviously, she's talked about Chris Statlander for years. There's got to be some type of match there.
Oh yeah.
One of the cool things I would like to see, if you ever wanted to like reintroduce a version, maybe not completely, but reintroduce a version of Hugger Bayley, her having some sort of alliance or partnership with Willow, I think would be fucking sick. You know, you got Tony Storm. You got Tony Storm over there, who's obviously a huge name for them. Athena's over there, so there's a lot that she can do, and there's the sky is really the limit for Bayley, man. I mean, there's she has so much. She has so much to give, and I don't know. I just think WWE just I just think WWE largely failed her. I think WWE largely failed her. I think they again, they were doing a really good job with like the damage control stuff, but then it's like afterwards it just like her storylines were just boring. Her storylines were just really fucking boring. They didn't. Again, it was just the classic. It was just the classic WWE. It's like they put a title on somebody and they have absolutely no fucking plan or no direction for anybody afterwards. It's like Bayley was built up for Nia Jax at SummerSlam, and it's just like
that's what you have.
Yeah, it was like this was what Bayley won the women's title at WrestleMania 40 for, was to build up a rebuild up for Nia Jax. It's just like this is your fucking idea. Like this is what you have. It's just it's frustrating, man, and it's largely always been underwhelming. Minus that triple threat feud she had last year, everything has been underwhelming. The same way they did Sasha, man. The same way they did Sasha. Her creative sucks. The same way they did Tiffany Stratton when she was women's champion. The same way they've done Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan over the summer. They put these fucking championships on people, and he has no clue. Not a shot in the dark as to what to do.
Like Liv Morgan's first title defense is going to be her loss of the title at SummerSlam. That shit's crazy. They got to a point where Rhea is gone essentially, and they have a literal interim champion they're going to crown. And from everything I've seen so far, that match, the people in that match look ass in terms of like who's not in it. It's like Triple H, bro, what you doing? What are you doing? I don't get it, man. I don't understand.
I don't get it either. I still think she has a lot to give, and I think she, will probably more than likely be able to actually give that in AEW. So I'm excited for her, man. I'm excited for her, but yeah, that is that. We got
Age the car.
I don't know how to say that, but he says, hi, do you think Undertaker is doing a fantastic job at AAA? Yeah, I think he's doing better than his American counterparts. So over here, in other words, Triple H. Yeah, I mean, I think he does a good job with what he has. It seems like he's done a really good job with like the Viking Raiders and. Oh my God, did I just call them the War Raiders? I think he's done a great job with the War Raiders. I think he did a great job with Chad Gable and Ludwig Kaiser. So, he could keep Damian Priest down there.
He could.
That'd be cool.
He could stay down there, man. But I think he's been doing really good, man.
Yeah.
Been doing better than Triple H. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. He put Omos with Vikingo, which is a very hilarious pairing. Jumpin' Jeff. What's up, Jeff?
How you doing, man?
He says they're starting to phase out that era for the new girls, which they should. Bayley has done everything there. AEW will be a good fit for a final run.
I think it will be.
I think so. And I do hope you're right. I really do hope that, they are phasing them out for the new girls. I hope the new girls don't have to wait 15 years for the world titles like some of the men do.
Exactly.
But that's the thing. That's the thing I want to see more of, and that's the thing that is kind of scaring me with the women. With with Bayley leaving. I would like to see more of Lyra. I would like to see more of Roxanne. I would like to see more of Sol Ruka. I would like to see more of Jordan Grace. I would like to see more of Blake Monroe and Tiffany Stratton. The only thing I fear is that, it's going to continue to be revolving around Rhea, Liv, Io.
Exactly.
Jade.
And like that's the thing with that's the difference between like the men and the women's division. For the men, it's Triple H, but it's also like the egos of like for Roman, Cody, their main guys having the ego to stay in that spot. I don't feel like their top women have that same ego, but for the women, it's just more Triple H just fucking doing something with somebody, man. He's fucking lethargic in terms of fucking actually getting up out of the chair and writing something. So that's my concern. That's how it should be, man. But I hope Triple H actually does that and capitalizes.
100%. 100%. I really, really do hope so, man. But speaking of another free agent coming out of WWE, our boy Sheamus.
Hey.
According to Fightful, also speaking of Sheamus, and speaking of San Diego Comic-Con, I forgot to mention,
oh yeah,
dude, they revealed the Sheamus figure where if you pour cold water on his chest, he gets those welts that he gets.
That's dope.
When he's like,
getting chopped a lot.
Yeah, getting chopped or deep into a match. Super fucking dope, bro.
That's dope as fuck.
Super dope. Yes, according to Fightful, Sheamus will remain under WWE contract until he becomes a free agent on October 1st. So in about 2 months, we'll be right at the end of Sheamus's tenure. 19-year tenure in WWE. Fucking absurd. But we'll be right at the end, and Sheamus will be ready to go for WrestleDream.
I think he will. We will see him at WrestleDream, either already in a match or
I'm sure we will.
I could definitely. With the way Tony Khan works, he just feels like a Dynamite debut with the way Tony Khan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just feels like
one of those like
let's set
such
up
and
a
such
match.
has a mystery opponent coming up.
Yeah, I could definitely see something like that. He'll definitely be at WrestleDream, man. Obviously it does suck. At the end of the day, he should be a lifer for this company, but they fucking lowballed the fuck out of him and pushed him out essentially. And I'm gonna be happy to see him fucking wrestle his ass off in AEW, man. I can't wait.
He's gonna have a fucking blast in AEW.
He really is.
Unfortunately, he won't be able to make All Out. He'll be like right at the end of that. But what would October 1st? I think October 1st would end up being close to the Dynamite after All Out, actually, because let's see, All Out would end up being, what is that, September 27th, I think it is?
I think it's the 26th. Remember, it's a Saturday?
Yes, it's the 26th. So
yeah.
It
is a Dynamite. Wait.
Oh,
it's the day after that Dynamite.
October 1st is a Thursday. So he would be eligible for the October 3rd edition of Collision or the October 7th edition of Dynamite, if that is the case. But I'm sure WrestleDream is probably going to end up falling around the 10th or the 17th of October, unless they do it on the 3rd, and then he'll be
and then that's
able
like
to do it. So Alex says hi boys.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
How
you doing, man? How you doing? But no, he's gonna have a blast in AEW. This dude's gonna be wrestling his ass off, bro, and I'm excited. Again, Sheamus has always been a goated wrestler in the household growing up. For some reason, everybody in my family loves Sheamus, bro.
Dude, everyone loves Sheamus. He's the Sheamus is always good in the trenches, man.
Yeah.
He's
Yes,
the
he
go. You guys ever seen that image?
That's the greatest. Sheamus always been good with the trenches, bro.
He's like at a school or something. I don't know where the fuck he's at, dude. It's just a goated image, man.
There's a bunch of hood ass dudes taking pictures, and Sheamus is just fucking
smiling.
cheesing, all happy, bro.
Sheamus is always good in the trenches, man. I love
Always
Sheamus.
good with the trenches, bro. Yeah, he's the man.
He's
the
classic. He's a wrestling fan's wrestler, and I think he's gonna be perfect in AEW, man. I think he really is.
man. Yeah, 100%. Or do you remember that video of a bunch of dudes reacting to the Sheamus, Drew, and Gunther triple threat?
Oh, I think
When they were like wrestling, getting back in the good graces with the hood.
Oh yeah,
and they were all fucking
Like,
going crazy for a Sheamus match.
fucking
Bro.
love Sheamus, bro.
Yeah, Alex says it's sad to see Bayley and Sheamus go.
It is.
It really is. Honestly, man, those are two talents that
shouldn't ever leave.
That 100% should always be lifers in the company. But unfortunately, bro, that's just not the
TKO way.
Yeah, that's not the TKO way. That's not the way they're. That's not the way they're messing with, I guess, bro. So it sucks to see, man. It really sucks to see, but
it's not the way Triple Peach Fuzz works, man.
Exactly. But I think that Tony Khan's gonna probably.
He's gonna love Sheamus and Bayley.
He's gonna fucking
especially Sheamus,
especially Sheamus, and then Bayley. I gotta say, Tony Khan loves himself a big star from WWE. Like
he does.
He really does. Especially too, if Tony Khan like grew up watching you, or if Tony Khan respects your game.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've obviously seen what Tony's done with like fan favorites, but maybe like, Tony, maybe doesn't have like,
he doesn't see it as much.
Yeah, like obviously we've seen it with like Keith Lee and Aleister Black, but it's like when you get somebody like Cesaro and there's like somebody that he respects, like for their fucking
work rate and shit.
Just their fucking raw work rate, he will fuck with you, bro.
And I think he's really gonna fuck with Bayley and Sheamus. I think those are two names he's really gonna love, man.
Yeah, I think so, man. And even if they even if they don't end up doing stuff crazy good, I can almost guarantee you it'll probably be better than what they were doing in WWE.
Probably. Exactly. Even for Sheamus, if it's just matches, it's more matches than he was going to be having on Raw. So you know what? I'll fucking take it, man.
Because, yes, Sheamus is known for banger after banger, but how often did they really let him do that? They were doing a great job at first, but
they just slowed down. They put him against fucking fake demons like Rusev. And you could only go so much with a fake demon. You're going to be in there with some real demons, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, 100%.
Give me a Kyle Fletcher match, man.
But yeah, man. So that is Sheamus. That is Sheamus's deal expiration. We gotta talk about ESPN, bro.
I saw this.
We gotta talk about ESPN.
This is wild.
This is pretty crazy.
They're shameless, dude. This company's so shameless.
This is pretty crazy, man. ESPN. An ESPN spokesperson declined to comment after being asked by Post Wrestling if Andreas Hale, giving WWE WrestlePalooza a C grade and or his credentials being denied for WrestleMania 42, played a role in him being cut. Hale, which if you guys didn't know, Andreas Hale is this guy who was giving honest grades to WWE pay-per-views. He ended up being fired. He ended up being fired by ESPN, and Hale was a part of the latest rounds of cuts this week. He covered pay-per-views after ESPN and WWE agreed to a U.S. media rights deal from September 2025, and Hale initially gave letter grades until WWE reportedly objected to grades being used. WWE then denied Hale's credentials for Mania 42. I actually didn't know that.
I think I remember that. I think we covered that. That he wasn't allowed in. because they were like, yeah, you can't be in here. They punked Collision on, bro. They just said he couldn't. He had to turn around and go home.
Man, preventing him from covering the show for ESPN, which there was. The drama I do remember from this guy was he gave WrestlePalooza a C. And then everybody, like, the WWE people tried to come out and, like, say, this guy's just an AEW fan.
Yeah.
But then he came out and said he was a fan of both. He just said he loved professional wrestling, and he was just giving an honest grade, but they did not fucking like that one bit.
Honest.
They did not like that one fucking bit. And now this guy got fired. ESPN is declining to comment on if his WrestlePalooza grade had anything to do with it. Sir, how you feeling about WWE more than likely playing a big part in this guy getting fired from ESPN?
They 100% did. That's how this company works, man. They don't like honesty. And C was a very generous grade for WrestlePalooza. I would have given that shit an F-. I would have gave that shit a 0, a null and void grade. That shit was garbage, man. But he gave it a C, which is still not a good grade. And they were pissed at him, man. They were pissed at him. They were complaining. They were saying he's an AEW mark, and it was a whole fucking thing, man. And then I think he graded like 2 more pay-per-views after that, and then they essentially strong-armed him out of grading, and now they seemingly strong-armed him out of ESPN, which is crazy, man. Which is always so funny, because we said it at the time, if WWE got a good grade for those pay-per-views, you would see that in their little replays. Oh, a weekend so good it was given an A by ESPN, and they would. But the fact that it was bad because there was a bad show, they're mad at it, man. It's sad. It's cowardice, man. It fits Triple H. He is a bald coward, man. And it's just sad, dude. Like, you're gonna get rid of a guy because he honestly graded your bad pay-per-views badly. It's just so sad.
Dude, yeah. WrestlePalooza.
That's some garbage.
Here's the thing. If you don't want your shows to have a bad grade, I have a great idea for you. Put on a better fucking show. And I get that, every show can't pan out. You know what I mean? Maybe WWE, put on great shows all year, and, WrestlePalooza came and, it just didn't hit like the other ones. That wasn't the case. Damn near every show you did up until that fucking point that year was fucking terrible, other than Evolution and Elimination Chamber way back in March of 2025. So everything you did up until that point underwhelmed. WrestleMania, SummerSlam underwhelmed. Any of the other bullshit pay-per-views they done did during the summer, Clash in whatever the fuck, or all their shows in the summer, Backlash, all them shows sucked. At least a large portion of them did. And if that was me, again, C for WrestlePalooza is fucking generous.
That's nice.
That is so nice. That is so nice to give WWE. I would have gave him a fucking D or an F. Mm-hmm. More than likely a fucking F. Maybe a D, just because 2 of the matches on the show I thought were pretty good. But other than that, Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre stunk the joint up so hard to main event that monstrosity of a show. And then you open the show with John Cena being squashed. So much so, it left Tyrese Halliburton in complete shock. This dude was sitting in the front row with his jaw dropped, leaning on the barricade. And then you fire this guy because he's honest about your show, and then you want to go and say, "Oh, he only did that because he's an AEW fan." Here's an idea, WWE. Maybe we're all just fans of professional wrestling, and maybe when AEW has a shit show, maybe he fucking grades AEW shows terribly too, if they deserve it. But guess what? You deserved it. WrestlePalooza will go down as one of your most underwhelming shitstorms of a show. And C, as far as I'm concerned, is ridiculous. ridiculously generous. And again, a great idea. If you don't want bad grades, then don't put on fucking bad shows. Then don't have your dumbass team that's sitting with you in Stamford suggesting for everybody's fucking childhood hero to get squashed in 6 minutes by Brock Lesnar. Maybe that'd be a fucking wonderful idea if you don't want a bad grade. Or have Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, a feud that nobody gave a fucking flying fuck about, main event the show, and what do you know, have Cody Rhodes go out there and put on another Cody Rhodes terrible main event match. So,
literally
ridiculous that this guy got fired over being honest about a WrestlePalooza show that sucked. I know, Jeff. I know. He went to Philly, and I was just as shocked as you were, bro. I was just as shocked as you were, man.
Crazy.
So, I don't know. WWE honestly pissed me off with this one, bro. I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for the guy. Just doing your job can get you fired sometimes if you don't just completely kiss their ass. So, yeah, there you go. So, what do we got, man? What do we got? What else do we got here? Well, I guess, yeah, we can talk SummerSlam. Actually, Royal Rumble.
Oh, God. Speaking of fucking idiots in management coming up with dumb ideas.
Well, the first part's not so bad.
Okay.
The second part
is really bad.
Aye. According to the Turnbuckle podcast, there was a plan to start a tradition of the Royal Rumble being an international premium live event, but it was turned down by Triple H.
Oh, Triple H. Does he do anything right?
No.
Like, what are you doing?
Therefore, the 2027 Royal Rumble is coming back to the United States, and the hosting city will either be Phoenix, Arizona, or Miami, Florida.
Like, I like those two locations. I'm down for either of those two locations, but like, why fucking not go international? At least for like a span of like 2 or 3 years, go international. Boom, you come back to the U.S. People want Royal Rumble back. Triple H, what is wrong with you, bro? Are you allergic to money, to success, to good things in this world? Or can you just, like, what is wrong with you, man? I don't get that. Again, Arizona and Miami, I like those locations. Those are fun locations, man. But why not just go international, at least for a time being? I don't understand. I don't get him.
I don't get him at all. The only reason I could maybe, I guess, to throw him a bone, the only reason I could see him wanting to not do 2027 Royal Rumble International is because Mania is also going to be international next year. That's the only reason I could see, is I guess to give the, U.S. crowd something of note, one of their second biggest show before they go. But even at that, it's like, why would you turn down an international crowd? Like, all right, like, keep your options open, sure,
Yeah.
but like, don't openly turn it down. Like, no, we can't go international.
No.
Like, again, I get, I get, like, we're going to Saudi, so maybe let's do a Royal Rumble in the States. I get that, but again, like, to openly shoot it down and be like, no, do you mean to tell me there's no international crowds that aren't going to be better than a Phoenix crowd or a Miami crowd? Like, bullshit. I think again, I don't understand him, bro. I really don't understand him. Why would you turn down an international? Again, no, Phoenix and Miami are great locations. No shade on them. 90% of the international crowds you go to are going to fucking give you a better crowd, especially for these shit ass Royal Rumbles you put on these days.
Yeah.
You better be fucking praying. You might as well be an international company. That's how better of a reaction and how much better some of these international crowds will make these shows.
Yeah. You think Miami's gonna pop for a La Parka in there? They're not. They're not, bro. Like, go international or like, that's just, they don't make sense to me. At least go to Mexico. That's, in the States enough,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Again, I could kind of see where he was going with this, but again, to actively shoot down an international crowd, again, your U.S. markets don't sell that good anyway.
Yeah, like
in this day and age where they're overly expensive, they probably could sell better. But it's like in this day and age where with these prices,
you might as well.
You got a better chance at haggling some of the international crowds out of some fucking cash.
Exactly.
Because look at SummerSlam. SummerSlam, I don't even think has hit 30K yet.
No, I did. It started to do a little better, but I still haven't hit 30, man. Because the show sucks.
All In is
All In.
selling better
That's
than
SummerSlam.
Yes.
What are you guys doing, man?
Wild fucking work. Speaking of the Royal Rumble, but the Royal Rumble this year, bro. Now we're gonna be watching Unreal over the weekend.
Yeah.
But
this was unavoidable. Certain stories were unavoidable to find.
Yes, this is unavoidable. One of the other ones I didn't write down, because I feel like we knew this, but it was confirmed. Apparently that Michael Hayes was the one actively behind Brock Lesnar squashing John Cena. And God bless John Cena. I know he loves WWE, but brother,
tell him no.
You can shit on these people, bro. From what I heard, he was on Unreal defending it. Like, John, I know Cena likes to look at the positives and stuff, but brother, it was ass, bro. It was fucking ass.
It was straight cheeks, bro. They disrespected you. You got a bunch of idiots that don't know what they're doing in there. Just be honest, they're idiots.
Yes. But then there was this other story, which apparently, from what I'm seeing, Unreal has made people like and feel bad for Braun Breaker even more than they already did, which is
a feat.
Yeah, because I already feel pretty bad for the guy. So according to Unreal, Jonathan Beckstorm and Ryan Ward, or Beckstrom, and Ryan Ward were supportive of Braun Breaker winning the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Triple H had reservations over fears of shoving Braun Breaker down fans' throats. He says, "It doesn't feel like you're shoving him down your throat. I think you could make a shocking moment out of it. But I still worry a little bit that it feels like you're just shoving him down your throat."
Brother, what did he win? To be shy.
Mind you, Roman Reigns was the winner of the 2027 Royal Rumble.
And then Randy Orton was the winner of the chamber. So what are you doing, bro? What do you mean? You had Roman win the Rumble, have a big feud at Mania, bring back the bloodline after Mania and onward. You had CM Punk be world champion, and then you had CM Punk return and be a different world champion. You have Cody still in the world title scene. You had him in the span of them having that conversation. You had Drew McIntyre beat Cody for Cody to just beat him right back, and then Sammy beat Cody just for him to beat it right back. Or well, Punk won, but it's really all for Cody still, if we're being honest here. The fuck do you mean shoving him down our throat? You had Jey Uso in a Rumble. What are you talking about? Dude, that whole writer's room needs to be purged. Nuke that whole writer's room, man, except Ryan Ward. He's like the only good one. Get rid of them all, dude, because holy hell, what are y'all doing? Oh, we're going to shove him down our throats. Wow, he hasn't won anything. He hasn't won anything. What do you mean shove them down your throats, bro? They make no sense, bro. They make no sense, and they're hilarious, dude. They are hilarious because what do you mean? And then, like you said, they have Roman go in. You can't make these people up, dude. You really can't.
Also, this is coming from the guy who, in the early 2000s, was booking himself into literal oblivion. He booked himself into oblivion, bro.
He's synonymous with being like one of the most overbooked people ever.
And now you're concerned about it. You motherfucker, you peach fuzz fuck. Bro, brother, let Roman Reigns won the Rumble this year, who's also a Royal Rumble winner, 11-time WrestleMania main eventer, multiple-time world champions, got the longest title reign in the fucking modern era. The main event of WrestleMania this year was Roman and Punk, and then the other one was Cody and Randy. Brother,
what are we doing? What do you mean?
What? And your SummerSlam main events are fucking still CM Punk and Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Jey Uso has been a world champion. Jey Uso made it to the fucking finals of the King of the Ring tournament this year. Jey Uso, again, beats young guys all the time. Gunther is another guy that's been a multiple-time world champion. Do you not have fears of shoving them down our throat? But Braun Breaker's a problem? Braun Breaker. Are we talking about the same Braun Breaker?
Yes.
He's the one that we fear is being shoved down our throats. Braun fucking Breaker.
Who had one IC title reign and like a half tag reign. They can't even really count it, for being honest here.
I think it was 2 IC title reigns, right?
Was it 2?
Because didn't he lose it to Sammy, but then he won it back?
Might have been. And the fact that we're even discussing this means he's not over pushing enough to be like, oh, he won it fucking twice.
No, I think you're right. I think he only won one.
I think I only remember the one.
He lost to Sammy.
Oh,
at Money in the Bank. Yeah, he wasn't champ, and then he won it at SummerSlam. Then who did he lose it to?
Who did he lose? Was it Jay?
Was it Dom?
Was it Dom? Was it Dom?
Yeah, he's a one-time IC champ. He's a fucking one-time IC champion, and he is a tag champ with the fucking pressure.
The man that wasn't with the pressure, was Theory. Even though I haven't seen the pressure a lot, man. What the hell?
I know, I miss it.
Now he's just
finally realized it.
Now he's just fuckboy 101, I guess.
Come on, bro. Come on. Mind you, the things you were planning for Braun Breaker through his, like, when you were pushing him, 90% of the things were scrapped.
Yeah.
Like, this dude always gets the scraps off the table. Remember when he was planned for a big feud going into Mania with AJ Styles?
Yep.
They fucking scrapped that. There was plans for him and Jacob Fatu. I remember they did the big stare off with them that one week on Monday Night Raw. Never to be fucking seen or heard from again. They
brought it up again.
They had Roman feud with Bronson Reed, and everybody was like, "Oh, you could tell Bronson is the match now," but they're setting up the big match. Braun and Roman never even did it.
Never did it, bro. Literally, he turned on fucking Seth Rollins in the group, took over the group, and then just never won the title, and he just became a tag guy in the group.
Held the tag title. Didn't even make it to the finals match. Guess who did? It was Jey Uso. Jey Uso fought CM Punk, who was already the #1 contender, and then they obviously did the little #1 contendership to face Punk. Braun didn't even win that. And then when he actually got his match, he lost.
And then he lost the feud to Seth.
Yes!
Like, what do you
he loses to Seth, and then Seth goes on and faces Roman, and Braun's nowhere to be found. No, he's with the Vision. And the Vision Queen Maxine. And his brother, Logan Paul.
Facing, he's selling for Akira Tozawa. Brother, what do you mean over pushed? What do you mean? What?
So how am I supposed to feel when Jey Uso is constantly beating young guys? How am I supposed to feel when Roman Reigns is constantly main eventing? How am I supposed to feel when Seth Rollins constantly gets main event spots? How am I supposed to feel when CM Punk is constantly world champion? And the worst one of all, how am I supposed to feel when Cody Rhodes constantly gets every main event, every title rematch, every fucking title this, every title that?
And sucks every time.
And it's terrible.
He has the worst match on every pay-per-view, dude. He's a dud.
Yet Breaker's the problem? What is wrong with Triple H? Like, honest to God, what goes through his fucking brain, man?
Like, did you develop like late stage CTE? Whoa, what happened, bro? I don't know.
Holy shit.
I really don't know with this guy, man. Fucking Triple H, man. I can't wait to watch the rest of that shit.
And then too, Breaker was originally, penciled in to win the Rumble. One of the proposed winners. Maybe we don't want to have him win it, but maybe we want to have him have a good showing in the Royal Rumble. Yeah, right?
Bitch.
What do they do? In the first, what's their alternative? If he's not going to win the Royal Rumble, maybe we have him be a runner-up. Maybe that'd be cool. We can have a Braun and Roman final of the Royal Rumble to maybe tease that for the future. What do they go and do? This guy's eliminated in the first minute of the match. So that's your alternative for making him look good in the Royal Rumble.
Is just fucking get rid of him instantly.
Nice.
What is wrong with y'all?
Nice.
Good lord.
You doofus.
You fucking peach fuzz doofus.
Now, speaking of SummerSlam.
Oh, God.
This also kind of pertains to Braun, I guess. There is a story about Braun in here. Let's
go, man. Vision Queen. Maxine.
The structure, this is by WrestleVotes, the structure of the SummerSlam card is still coming together.
Oh, that's fucking next week, but all right.
It's next week, brother. It's next fucking week. The structure of the SummerSlam card is coming together, with one source noting upwards of 3 matches are still to be announced. A source at ESPN says the expectation is that the final lineup will feature 12 to 13 matches. That's pretty normal.
It's pretty fair.
Yeah, that's pretty normal. That's typically about what they do for Mania. What is it, like 6 matches on each show, or 6 matches night 1, 7 matches night 2. That's pretty normal for WWE's standards. So I think that's cool. I don't see a problem. I don't see a problem with that. And I think, there are, speaking of which, a couple matches that are yet to be announced, but we do have news on them here. We're going to start, obviously, with the one that does pertain to the man that we were just talking about, Badass Braun Breaker. According to WrestleVotes, at some point, one of the planned matches for SummerSlam was the Vision, Austin Theory and Braun Breaker, defending the World Tag Team Championships, but that has not yet been finalized internally. I would hope so. A, because you need tag team representation on your shows, and it would be really nice. And B, I am confident we will end up getting...
I think we will.
The Vision versus the Alpha Academy, Akira Tozawa and Otis. Which is just something in itself. And I actually, too, with WWE, I hope to also see the War Raiders on the show, being that the show is Viking themed. I would really hope we can get some War Raiders representation in here, with them finally taking the belts off of that fucking joke of a wrestler, Damian Priest, and R-Truth. I don't got no problem with R-Truth, but it's time for that title reign to be up.
Yeah, it's useless, man. Whip it up ain't doing it, man. And that's the thing that scares me. The way Triple H works on a 2-night weekend pay-per-view, he's only going to put 1 tag match in. And I'm very interested to see which one he puts in, man, because I feel like it would be the Raw match, because that's kind of what they built up more. If I had to pick one, I would rather the War Raiders get a win on pay-per-view, but we'll see how it goes, man. I could definitely see that Raw tag match happening, man. And I actually probably see Alpha Academy winning against the Vision, which, in a good way. I mean, as long as it gets a tag title off of Braun, I'm cool with it. It just looks so depressing with him with that title, man. That shit is just so depressing. But, it's interesting, man. I think at least one of those matches will happen, and I think the Raw one is more likely.
I think so. I think so. I think... again, I would really hope for both, but in this current age of WWE, I guess, yeah, that's obviously probably not going to happen, but I would really hope so. I think the War Raiders, dude, having some fucking badass Viking entrance on the show could be sick. I also really love Ivar's new look, so I would like for them to be on like a cool stage. I love like the shaved head with like the long braids in the back. I think that looks really cool. But I think the more likely of the two is the Vision versus the Alpha Academy. So, you know, that's that. Another match for SummerSlam that seemed to be taking place, but then not. According to Russell Votes, Rhea Ripley's injury forced WWE to adjust several creative plans for SummerSlam, including the original proposed Jade Cargill versus Charlotte Flair match. WWE is hopeful that Ripley will return to action by fall.
Yeah, fall. Why did you just not take the title off of her? You're gonna have one of these women walk around with a needless, doesn't even count title for no reason for fucking like 2-3 months.
And I do not want to see Jade. Like at this point, bro, put it on Charlotte so we can get another Charlotte and Rhea match. Because those two
banged out,
absolutely fucking slapped together at WrestleMania 49, but like, or 39. But so it says the original Jade versus Charlotte match.
We're just gonna have a fucking.
Were they just gonna have a fucking one-on-one match at SummerSlam?
Out of all the matches you fucking put on your 2-night SummerSlam, you put that. Brother,
why would you fucking waste a spot on that? Like,
who
is paying premium live event money to watch that?
To see just a one-off exhibition Jade Cargill versus Charlotte match. What are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing? That women's fucking contendership fucking interim title match. Actually, it's looking horrible so far. They're putting like Nia Jax in it. Yeah. I think they are putting like Jade and shit in it. I think Blake Monroe got bounced out of it. I don't know if that's who I'm thinking of, but I know some people got bounced out of it so far, seemingly. And it's looking straight ass. I think they have Tiffany in it, so no fucking United States title match. So what are you guys doing, man? What are y'all doing? Let me see. Oh god, I just see those fucking two faces.
So, okay. I'm assuming we'll find out more tonight. I think.
Because I think last week didn't Nia lose the match, but then she's got another one this week or something.
What?
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah, Nia or Tiffany and Jade are so far the only ones in. And then there's 2 other qualifying matches tonight. Chelsea and Kiana Jones and Nia and Charlotte, which Nia lost hers last week.
And then she just got another one this week.
So, hold on.
Tell you, it's looking ass.
That doesn't make any fucking sense. Let me see who...
Because I think I saw last week they did a whole backstage segment where Nia got another shot. Like, why?
How stupid. Let's see. That is an awful graphic.
Ugh.
Danhausen versus Dom.
Pumped, dude.
What the fuck? Tiffany defeated JC Jane and Jade Cargill defeated Nia Jax with a DQ, which is why Nia's getting another one against Charlotte. Okay, so good thing Blake's not out of it yet, but yeah, this sounds terrible. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you were considering putting a solo Jade and Charlotte match, wait till you can put a title behind that. Like, why would you do that in a one-on-one match? Like, that's a Saturday night's main event match.
I was gonna say, it's not like it's a one-on-one like Lyra and Bayley match, no title, like something like that. I'm down for,
right?
Because it's got some story to it. What the fuck they doing over there? Besides horsing around. It's SmackDown.
Speaking of another woman that's in this qualifying, this interim match, Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany Stratton versus Blake Monroe for the United States Championship was the original planned match for SummerSlam 2026, which obviously Tiffany's in this interim match now, so obviously that's off the table. They can still make this up, though. All they have to do is put Blake in the match as well.
And they could, like, argue with each other. They'll hard focus on each other.
Yeah.
Obviously, they both don't win. I'm sure it's going to be Jade or Charlotte. And they'll feud on. So it's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, again, there is a way they can make this up, which obviously still giving Blake Monroe that, you know, obviously Tiffany and Jade are already in the match. Put Charlotte in the match, put Blake in the match, let these women be on SummerSlam. Either Chelsea or Kiana Jones I would be cool with being in there as well. So,
Yeah.
you know, it is nice. I will say that's the one thing that's nice about Rhea Ripley, you know, getting injured from the show. It does give a lot of women that, or at least 2 extra women that weren't going to be on SummerSlam, a SummerSlam spot. So the way that, at least from what we've heard, I'm assuming the original plans for the women's matches for SummerSlam was Jade and Charlotte, Tiffany and Blake, and then Rhea and Alexa, which isn't a bad lineup. Again, the Charlotte and Jade match for nothing kind of confuses me.
Confused the fuck out of me.
But it is nice to hear they were at least initially planning for a U.S. title match on the show. I get unforeseen circumstances, but
even though I'm gonna be that guy, this really wasn't unforeseen from what we know about Rhea's situation. They fucking seemingly knew a few months ago.
Yeah, no,
and they
you're
just
right.
sat on their ass, which for what the timeline looks like, it looks like they knew about her injury even like at the end of King of the Ring. Why don't you just have EO win and select Rhea? Rhea gets taken out, and then you just do a couple matches to figure out who's gonna face EO for the title. Easy win right there, but all right.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I don't know
you had
why.
so much time to prepare.
I don't know why. Yeah, they really did. They really did have a lot of time to prepare, especially to, her injury's a meniscus injury. That's a very, I get it wasn't fully torn, but like you do not play around with meniscus, MCL, ACL, any of those injuries, bro. You do not fucking play with those. And the fact that they've known about this for this long, it definitely is. It definitely is something they should have prepared for. But nonetheless, it is. I guess kind of nice that some of these women are still getting a chance to be on SummerSlam. And again, now that you don't have to do 3 separate singles matches with SmackDown women, and it's kind of, you know, getting crunched into one, I would really now definitely expect for 2 tag team title matches on SummerSlam.
I would hope.
I would, yeah, again, I would at least really hope so. Yes, although I would have really liked Tiffany versus Blake Monroe, they could still do something to at least start a feud going out of SummerSlam with those 2. So yeah, but those are at least some of your proposed or initial SummerSlam matches. So far, they do have a decent amount of the card. I think they got. Yeah. Let's see, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They got 7 matches, so they still have like a whole fucking half of the card to go through. But again, it's not. It's stuff that's more than likely
already
announced. Yeah. So yeah, that is that is the news for your SummerSlam proposed matches and whatnot. But yeah, there you go. All right, man. For our next story, we got WWE. According to the Observer, if WWE ratings are not strong around 2028, the belief is that Mark Shapiro and others will really start pressuring.
That's when you're going to start pressuring?
They're going to start pressuring Nick Khan and Triple H. This comes after a J.P. Morgan analysis of TKO's share price noted WWE fan dissatisfaction is worth watching, but it is not yet a structural problem. Live event viewing, premium live event viewing appears to be growing, although Raw ratings are trending down year over year. Brother, they've been fucking trending down ever since like 98.
Yeah, what do you mean? You used to get like 20 million people watching that shit. You
Which
get a
is
max of
insane.
You get a max of like 1.2 mil. And you're like, dog, you get GTA Heist paying more money than you got people watching your fucking show. It's always been going down. And I get it now, it fluctuates. Now it goes anywhere from like 1 to 5, which is, a big range, but that's kind of just the range they got nowadays. You really won't see anything above like 5 mil for a wrestling show nowadays. But like 2028, that's when you're going to start pressuring them. And then they're saying just start pressuring them. Just like, okay, man, you guys gotta start making better shows. I mean, the last fucking 3 years has sucked, but
we gave you 3 years.
We gave you 3 years, man. But now you gotta make the show good. What? That makes no sense. 2028. So everybody just works on slow ass time in that company. Triple H, fucking higher ups at TKO, they just work at a fucking snail's pace. God, what's wrong with them? 2028. I remember I saw that shit earlier today and I laughed. 2028.
I think you need to start pressuring your boys now.
Yesterday, actually. A year ago, actually.
How? Look, again.
You're always going to have a down period.
You're always going to have a down period, and
this is a bad
period. Get every WrestleMania maybe can't turn out amazing. No. WrestleMania 41 happens, it's a dud. Damn. Got us. Shit. We'll be back next year. WrestleMania 42 happens, and yes, Night 2 was a lot better than Night 1, but that show largely sucked. It sucked. That's 2 years in a row. How about the whole year? Again, how about the whole year of 2025? I'm not saying you have to bat 1,000 every time you step to the plate, but bro, when Chamber is good, or when Royal Rumble ends up how it does, damn, our fans didn't like the show. Cool. We get to Elimination Chamber. Boom, that's a bounce back. Fans love this show. Cool. Rah, rah, whatever. WWE, we're the best, right? And you get to Mania. Mania 41 was one of the absolute worst WrestleManias you could possibly ever imagine. Bro, we come out of that, and then all the shows through the summer were not really all that, minus Evolution. We get to SummerSlam. SummerSlam's underwhelming. WrestlePalooza, terrible. Again, a lot of your shows are carried solely by the Cena match / moment that was on the show.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're working off of here. We're working off of a John Cena carry job. And you get to these shows this year, a lot of them have been okay, but again, a lot of them haven't really been shows that you're gonna want to, book a weekend up to watch, or something that you're really gonna get pumped to watch. There's something that you watch, and yeah, there's a couple things you take from it, but it's like largely it was kind of, meh, whatever. It was cool, but again, it wasn't really something, that they hype up as something that's really gonna fucking knock your socks off. But it's like, you see the whole year of 2025, and halfway into the year, what they've done this year has largely not really been that impressive. And you're thinking about starting to pressure them in 2028. So we're going to let this go on for another year and a half before we start pressuring them. That is ridiculous, man. And again, this is Triple H's golden fucking dream, because he gets to fuck off and he gets to fucking jerk around. And at the end of the day, yes, a lot of people do blame him, but a lot of people say, oh, this is TKO. No, it's not. It's not just TKO. It's him. And the quicker people realize that, the quicker the quicker the product will change, because then he will start being pressured.
Exactly, because they just scapegoat TKO for every bad booking. TKO don't give a fuck about what they're doing with the fucking Vision, what they're doing with Chad Gable, what they're doing with fucking. They don't care about none of that shit. They care about the tippity top. They care about fucking Tom Brady and fucking Logan Paul setting up shit, probably for WrestleMania and fucking Saudi, and that's what they fucking care about. They don't care about the day-to-day shit. It's Triple H. What are y'all doing? What do you stop scapegoating TKO? When it's time to fucking shit on TKO, it's time. Most of the time, it ain't the time. It's Triple H. He don't know what he's doing. Do you not watch Unreal? Do you not see the clips of him? You think that Braun would be down our throats? You don't see those clips, man? Like, come on. What's up, Durante? How you doing, man? I've been good. You?
What up, my guy? How are you, brother? Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know what we are waiting for, so we're gonna let the product tank for another year and a half before we decide to start. Before we decide to start actually doing something about it. And again, what pisses me off about stories like that, it takes a JP Morgan analysis for you to figure out the fan dissatisfaction. Look at your ticket sales, bro. Look at your ticket sales. Look at your internet reaction. Look at your crowd reaction. And again, internet reaction always isn't the best thing to go off, but it's definitely a component to go off. And a lot of people don't like the decisions that you make, bro. They don't like the decisions that you make. I'm never really one to and what they got all wrong is, they're looking at the declining ratings. This is why I always say, regardless of shows, regardless of the shows, whether it's Dynamite on AEW or whether it's Raw and SmackDown for WWE, don't really go off of TV ratings. Everybody illegally streams or yada yada. Everybody's got a way of watching it these days. I've always said that's something that never really go off for me. One thing I love to go off of is ticket sales. Look at your ticket sales year over year, and that will really fucking gauge where you're at for your WrestleManias, bro. WrestleMania in 2023, WrestleMania 39, they did their combined thing on night 2, and it was like 140,000 people, bro. That's insane. 80. That's like close to 70K a night, bro. They get 80K in 2 nights now. That is really going to show your year-over-year interest, obviously, mixed with your ticket sales. Yes, but again, everybody always blames it. Oh, they can't sell tickets because the ticket prices are too high. Yeah, that is a component of it, but the product sucks. You're putting out shit nobody wants to see. And again, don't take it from the internet. Look at your crowd reactions, bro. Look at your crowd reactions. Look at your crowd reaction when Cody Rhodes tells CM Punk, "Let's do it at SummerSlam," and nobody makes a peep.
Or when Oba was about to win the King of the Ring, and it goes, "Who should I face? Cody? No noise. Roman? Huge pop." Should that not tell you stuff? It's always about the crowd, like you said. The TV ratings, they're there, but like people watch it back. A lot of people don't even watch these shows live. Yeah, that's not really a big thing. It's all about the crowd, how many people are there, and what noise they're making, man. That's really what's most important.
How many people are willing to pay your ridiculous prices to come out to your shows, or how many people are willing to pay your prices in general to come out to your shows? Is really the teller. And then obviously too, once you get them in the building, they got to make noise. If they don't make noise, then that tells you another thing. You know what I mean? You're going to big cities, the United Center to be exact. You're going to big cities, bro, and they're barely making any noise. You're going to international markets for Monday Night Raw, and they don't sound like international crowds. That's a you problem, because if you put together a banger ass show, Chicago would have been fucking rocking in the United Center. Italy or London or all them places they went on that international tour would have been rocking for these shows, and they're not. The only parts we have to look forward to are like entrances where we can sing along, because there's fucking nothing else to get excited for.
If only we had Chad Gable at that show, man.
Bro.
Gable. Ah, man. I gotta hear him live.
Come on, bro. We gotta get the free ride live, bro. Free agents, man. Free agents. Well, back in April, we got that list of releases that everybody remembers, and I am here to officially remind you guys that as of yesterday, said names are free agents. Aleister Black, Alex Shelley, Bo Dallas, Chris Sabin, Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, Joe Gacy, Kyrie Sane, Nikki Cross, Santos Escobar, Zelina Vega, and Zoe Stark are all free agents as of today. Which, again, side note, I know she's going to be mad, that people are reporting this before she gets to report this. Zelina Vega also filed a trademark for her name Zelina, but instead of a Z, it starts with an X. That's pretty cool.
That's fucking funny.
So she's got that. I'm assuming, again, that's going to be her name. Everybody knows her as Zelina Vega anyway.
But video she made when Andrade fucking showed up.
How you know?
How you know? Goated, man. Goated. But they're all free agents now. Some of them still waiting for their Mania moment, so I don't know where they might go, man. But I think pretty soon, next week is in Detroit for Dynamite, man. We might see Motor City Machine Guns, and I think they're the one we're probably gonna see first out of all these names in a prominent location, man. I'm excited for those two in AEW. Except for the New Day in AEW. I can't wait for that, really. But all these other names, I'm very interested to see where they go over time.
I definitely will say... So when is the New Day up?
Are they already up? Because weren't they first? Weren't they before these releases?
I thought theirs was like a...
Or did their contract end and like a... I was thinking we might see him on Sunday, but you never know. See New Day Sunday. See Motor City.
I guess they never really said. They just said they were going to let their contract lapse. So yeah, you could very well be right. They could.
I don't think they would get a no compete. Oh wait, no, they did get a no compete, right? Because they made the deal of like, all right, we're done.
Yes, they were granted their release. That's right.
It was like granted a release, but you still need a fucking...
Yep.
So
when was that? That was May. So they're probably early August.
Oh.
They're probably early August, but it could be different. It could be different.
You never know. We really don't know the exact date for the New Day.
Yeah. So, any of the like I feel like we could see Motor City Machine Guns in Detroit this Wednesday, but I would be lying to say that I didn't think Tony was going to want to have something up his sleeve for Redemption.
I can see that.
I feel like Tony's too much of a mark to let the Redemption pay-per-view
not have like a big moment on, especially if it's the first one. And since they're going to be in Detroit anyway, they could, like, instead of just showing up and debuting, they could actually, like, talk to the audience and have, like, a promo on their debut of, back on Redemption, like their first promo in their home city. I could definitely see something like that.
And there is 2 tag matches on Redemption.
There's 2. Exactly.
So,
I'm very excited.
Very. Very, man. But yes, they are all free agents. The Wyatt Six, Aleister Black, and Zelina Vega. He's maybe going to be searching for his MLW moment now.
That's where all the rejects go.
Yeah, the Wyatt Six, Motor City Machine Guns, man, Santos, which obviously we all know Santos is headed straight to CMLL.
Yeah, I think he already announced that.
Yeah. So there's a lot of good names in here. There's a lot of really good names in here, and man, I'm excited. I'm excited to see who we will see, and again, we could very well see somebody as soon as 2 days from now at Redemption. So I'm very, very excited for it, man. A lot of these talents definitely would definitely fit the term redemption.
Oh fuck.
So, but yeah, that is all the free agents, man. They're about ready to fly out of the WWE nest after 90 days, man. So there you go.
Some want to still be in that nest, man.
Exactly.
Some are still waiting for their Mania moment.
Exactly. A bunch of fake demons. WWE, man. WWE. This is our final WWE story before we move over to actually there was another WWE story I thought I had in here. Yes. According to WrestleVotes, the day-to-day decision makers at WWE weren't exactly enthusiastic about the amount of New York Knicks integration throughout Saturday night's main event. Those that WrestleVotes spoken to understood the atmosphere surrounding the event at Madison Square Garden and the Knicks NBA championship win, but there was a feeling internally that the presentation went a little further than they would have preferred.
Oh, no way.
What did you guys think was going to happen when, like, you changed...
This.
Yeah, when you booked this, when you changed the colors to Knicks colors, when you had fucking Danhausen not being able to shut up about the Knicks, like, what did these day-to-day decision makers think was going to fucking happen, like, when this shit was initially booked?
Yeah, you're the ones that made the decision. Made it okay. You're the one that had Danhausen go out there every week, talk about the Knicks, have the Judgment Day Steel's jersey that the Knicks gave them. You're the ones that had them fucking set up the whole, Roman and Seth thing. And, like, what are you talking about? You made the decision. What do you mean you're not happy? I'm not happy. This is what you're not happy with? Out of all the things we're not happy with, you're not happy with this?
I think the Knicks are the
least
of our
of
worries here,
man. Like, what are you guys doing, man? How are you disappointed in your own decision? You made it.
Mind you, these are the people that are so hungry for sports, any sort of, like, national sports league attention.
Like, brother,
you did this to yourself.
You want this. This is what you beg for all the time. It's like when you get a kid and they're like, oh, I want this. All right, I got it for you. No, I don't want that. What do you mean you don't want it? You just begged for it.
So stupid, dude. And speaking of WWE desperation, according to WrestleVotes, some WWE officials are expecting Tony Khan and AEW to have a significant presence somewhere in the domestic market the same weekend as AAA Eternal Glory and NXT Stand and Deliver at Madison Square Garden in April of 2027. Some WWE, obviously with that, some WWE officials are expecting AEW to have a significant presence in the USA during that WrestleMania 43 weekend. So far as much that the Observer is reporting that other U.S. cities are planned for WWE WrestleMania 43 watch parties, including Los Angeles, Dallas, and Orlando. They go on to say, I've been told that their idea is to do watch parties around the U.S. in major markets. So they're trying to get a jump on the whole AEW and everybody else. And everybody else is going to want to do Mania weekend. The cities, I was told, were New York, LA, or Dallas, and Orlando. So all those different places. It's like 1985 again. We're gonna do a closed circuit. You're going to be able to buy a ticket to a building to watch WrestleMania.
That's wild, man. But
so speaking of national sports attention, so they're essentially doing like what away crowds do for like the finals team. So like I don't know if they did it this year because New York was like
popping.
New York was like popping, but at least I know like back in the day, like I remember for the Mavericks and Heat when they played a game in Miami, they still allowed Dallas fans to buy a cheap ticket just to go to American Airlines Center, and watch the Mavericks game that was taking place in Miami. You know what I mean? But just so they can get that home crowd vibe going, even though there was nothing going on the floor. So you are gonna occupy I'm assuming Staples Center or Intuit Dome in
Bro.
LA, American Airlines Center in Dallas, Madison Square Garden in New York, and the Amway Center. I don't know if it's still called the Amway Center, but the Amway Center in Orlando. You're going to occupy all those arenas just so people don't head over to AEW?
Just so they can't go. And I think it's a mix of AEW can't go into those arenas anymore and fans going to that instead. Brother, you can't even sell out a SummerSlam that people are actively sitting watching in front of them. Why on earth would people go to watch a screen? Like, what do you mean?
You're not the NBA Finals, bro.
You're not the NBA Finals, bro. Like, especially this Saudi Mania, it's probably going to be so ass. And we'll probably know it's going to be so ass. So in advance, bro. You're already setting up, like I fucking joked about, that Logan Paul and fucking Tom Brady match you're probably going to have. You think people are going to fucking pay fucking in the Intuit Dome to watch that on a screen? Are you okay? Like, what are you guys thinking about? And then, at least for AEW's case, why would you, like, at least for me, if I was Tony Khan, these cities really weren't what I would have been looking for, man. Really, if I'm Tony Khan, the main one I'm looking at is New Orleans. That's who WWE screwed over for this specific Mania. So take your show to there and give that city what they fucking got taken away from. I've been adamant since that.
I thought New Orleans Mania was supposed to be this year.
But it's supposed to be this year?
I think so.
Well, either way, it's close enough to where they get their Mania. They get their big show.
Get their Mania moment.
Exactly. They get their Mania moment, man. You actually might see Aleister Black there. Look at fucking Mark. But just, man, what are you guys doing, man? What do you think people are... You really think people are going to pay for that? Again, they don't even pay to go to your actual shows. Why would I pay to watch it on a screen?
Why would I pay for a ticket to sit in an arena with a bunch of musty-ass wrestling fans and watch a show on a screen when I could watch it at the house? I could get, like, regular, like, affordably priced food and just hang out with my guys. It's like, why do that? Like, why, again, unless the tickets are, like, dirt cheap, like $20, but we all fucking know that's not going to be the case. It's going to be like $50. It's going to be like $75, which is, again, to sit and just watch off a screen is pretty fucking ridiculous if you ask me. And again, so from what it says here, they're expecting AEW to be in the domestic market of Madison Square Garden, so New York City. So I'm assuming they probably have the drop on AEW. They're probably, they got their spies and whatever. This would lead me to believe that Tony Khan may be doing Arthur Ashe Stadium.
No, I could see that.
Unless he's going to do a stadium show and do MetLife, which would be a big fucking hitter because WWE always goes to MetLife. But for AEW, I could see Arthur Ashe or wherever the Yankees play. Maybe would be the Yankees or the Mets. I don't know. I'm not really in tune with baseball unless it's like Chicago based, but I don't know the name of their parks or anything like that. At least New York's. I don't know if they play at the same arena, but maybe he'll do a baseball park. But we all know Tony Khan's got that good rapport with Arthur Ashe Stadium.
Yeah.
I could see him doing Arthur Ashe, especially if they're expecting him to be in that market. In the New York market. But even again, you're taking up these places like there's not another arena for him to go to. Like, okay, you do something at the Intuit Dome. Tony Khan goes to Staples Center all the time, or the Crypto.com arena, whatever it's called now. If you take Staples Center, he goes to the LA Forum too. He goes to the Forum, and some of these other ones, Dallas. If you take American Airlines Center, he can always go AT&T Stadium, or he can always go to wherever Dallas's baseball team plays, which may even be the Texas Rangers. I don't know if they're based out of Dallas, but he's done that Globe Life Field before for All In. So again, there's other places for him to go, and it's like, you're so worried about him being in the States, then why'd you go to Saudi?
They're so worried.
If you're so fucking worried about him being in the United States, guess what? There's nothing you can do. And again, if you want to keep him out of LA, Orlando, and Dallas, he can go to Chicago. He can go to New Orleans. He can go to Southern California. He can go to Seattle. He can go to fucking Portland, Oregon. He can go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. He can
go to Miami.
He can go to Miami. He can go to fucking Jacksonville, where his fucking dad owns the arena. He can go
the other 5 cities in Texas.
He can go to San Antonio, El Paso, or no matter what he can go to the Bay. He can go to the fucking Bay Area. He can go to Phoenix, Arizona. He can go to
Vegas.
He can go to Las Vegas. I would bet they would love that.
That would actually be kind of funny.
He would, again, did I already fucking say New Orleans? No matter what you do, you decided to take WrestleMania, like the scumbags that you are, to fucking Saudi Arabia for the first international WrestleMania, and now you must pay the price. You must pay the price of AEW taking over a market in the U.S. that you could have had. It's your fault, and if you hate it so much, then why'd you leave?
Because it wouldn't be this up where people wanted a domestic U.S. show at that time if you would have went anywhere else, not Saudi. If you would have went to London, this wouldn't have been a problem for you at all. But you made it your own problem, and now you gotta sit in it. You gotta sit in the shit you made, bro. It's just how it works.
Yes.
You can't stop this. There's thousands of arenas and stadiums and whatnot in the U.S. They go to anywhere. They go fucking anywhere. Even these cities you're blocking off, they just go another arena in that same city. What are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing?
Again, no matter what you do, you are not going to stop AEW from from running a show. Again, you can run a watch party at every major stadium or arena in every major city or market in the U.S. And there's always going to be another arena or stadium where they can go to run a show.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. And again, if you're worried about it so much, this is your decision. This was your decision to bring WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia. So now you got to pay the consequences of AEW running a market in the U.S. You chose the Saudi bag over a U.S. bag anyway. So this is it's so petty and it's so fucking stupid. And actually, how interesting would it be for like a WrestleMania to take place in Saudi Arabia from like noon to 5? And then an AEW show from 6 to 10.
That'd be hilarious.
At night. That would be pretty cool. I would love to see how that would work review-wise. We would have to fucking have like a 4-hour-long reviewing both shows and switch graphics mid-show. So that would be funny, but...
That'd be really funny.
But man,
And then like the shows are going to counter them with NXT and AAA. Brother. Come on.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You're setting them boys up to fail, man. What are you doing?
Poor Naraku, bro.
You think Naraku?
He doesn't stand a chance.
You think fucking Naraku can stand a... You think La Parka can fucking stand a chance? Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, bro. It's so petty. It's so fucking petty, man. It is
sad. What are you guys doing?
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, bro. That's all the news for WWE. That is all the news for WWE today. And moving on to the AEW news, man. But before we get to all that good stuff, we do have a word from our official sponsor here at NHP. We got a word from W Energy, man. W is an energy drink loaded with vitamins and nootropics formulated to improve focus without getting the jitters. W is a clean formula, sugar-free, 0 calorie, free from fillers and artificial colorings with 150 milligrams of caffeine per serving. You can get your W products today with the link below and code NHP at checkout. Save yourselves 10% on your next W purchase.
Truly, always, gotta shout out W with a workout, whatever you may need the energy for, man. I know this AEW pay-per-view is a little different, a little earlier, but still need the energy anyway, man. Still gonna be a little late It is AEW after all, man. Try W, man. It won't let you down. It'll give you the energy, won't have the jitters, and it'll taste good all at the same time. Truly always. Got shout out W.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you as always. And shout out to the wonderful people over at W, the official sponsor of what we do here at NHP. Well, this is interesting. According to the Observer, at least 7 names are currently waiting to be signed by All Elite Wrestling. I wonder if this coincidentally has anything to do with a giant list of free agents we just got.
I wonder, man. I feel like some of them aren't on that current list. I think Sheamus and I think Bayley might be able to put on these 7 names.
And the New Day.
New Day were already obvious for me.
Yeah.
I think at least 4 guarantees so far. New Day, so 2 of them. Motor City Machine Guns, 2 of them. So that's 4. I think Sheamus. I think Bayley. That leaves 1 more. Who would that 1 more
Joe
be?
Gacy.
I could see Joe Gacy. I could definitely see Joe Gacy, man.
Unless it's Aleister Black searching for his moment. Or unless Selena thinks Andrade is going to carry her back to fame.
Oh my god. That would be hilarious, dude. How you know? How you know my momentum was that tough, man? But
bro, that fucking video you sent me of Andrade working out on the beach, and he's in like fucking pajamas and sandals doing like pull-ups, and the captions just says "Real Latino man." How you know?
He's hilarious, dude.
That man is the fucking goat, bro.
Man is hilarious.
So there's at least 7 wrestlers waiting to be signed by All Elite Wrestling. So you could probably already cross Aleister Black and Zelina off the list. I don't think they're on the list.
I don't think they're gonna be on that list.
I would assume Joe Gacy that they don't even really specify if that's just from this list.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so either, because I think there's other names again that have just been like a cloud looming over AEW, just beaming on their heads for a minute, which I think are obviously names like Sheamus, it's names like New Day, it's names like Bayley, but I really would not be shocked if obviously Motor City's they're coming in.
Yeah.
The other name that gets me is Gacy, but do not be shocked if he picks up a big chunk of that Wyatt group. Obviously, Nikki Cross is off the table.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, because of like the progress stuff.
Kind of running that show.
Do not be shocked if at least Dexter Lumis comes with Joe Gacy.
I could see Dexter. I could see Joe Gacy.
I could even see Bo.
I could maybe
if he wants to wrestle.
We'll see with Bo. Like Durante says, I wouldn't be shocked with Kari. That just screams Tony Khan to me.
Yeah.
That really does. I think you're onto something there. But I think that's the main list. I think it's New Day. I think it's Motor City, Sheamus, Bayley, Joe Gacy, and then possibly like Kari Sane or Dexter.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah, along with Gacy, again, do not be shocked if Rowan and Dexter and Bo come along with him.
Yeah, with Rowan too. I could definitely see Rowan.
Yeah, especially too because like, yes, they did lose Nikki Cross as like a girl in the group. Maybe again, they obviously won't be able to really use any of the Wyatt IP. So like, but what they could do is if they really wanted a girl in the group, they could always add another.
Yeah.
They could always add another, or they just do a completely different thing and just let the guys of the group kind of do their thing. But I'm not gonna lie, man. I would really love to see Bo Dallas and the Wyatt Six, or what is left of the Wyatt Six in AEW. I think them in AEW, they would maybe be a little bit forced to, just be a little bit more human.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best case. I think that's where they thrive, and I would just love to see it, bro. Those kind of guys, as just like a rogue kind of group going up against the likes of like the Death Riders or the Bang Bang Gang,
That'd be really
or
tough.
the fucking Dogs or the Elite would just be so tough, bro. So tough. So Again, a lot of people are sleeping on the Wyatt Six, and I think that's largely because WWE just had them as a very WWE group. They're very,
Theatrics
supernatural,
and image.
theatrics, just gimmicks and masks or whatever. But I think a lot of people are really sleeping on what they could do in AEW, and this is all speaking hypothetically. They could not go to AEW, but either way, if they don't go, Joe Gacy's for sure going. At least him.
I think Joe Gacy is definite.
Santos, Durante says, what about Santos? I think Santos is going to CMLL, and I do think he will end up being one of those CMLL guys that does get placed on a lot of AEW shows. I think they'd be fools. See that. I think they'd be fools not to feature him.
100%. I could definitely see them doing something with him on or off.
So, that's the free agents. That is the free agents. And speaking of people who are not free agents, but they just got cleared to come back, El Clan and the Beast Mordas.
Oh, shit.
Have gotten their visas approved, which I believe both of them are at the ladder match on Redemption. So Tony Khan's getting these guys right back into the mix, and they have they've been gone for a while with those visa issues, man. So the Beast Morton is finally back, and El Clan's back, dude. All we gotta wait for now is Hologram, man.
It's all we gotta wait for is Hologram to get healthy, man, and we got the whole Collision lineup ready to come back, man.
Exactly.
Good for them. Their visas are finally coming through, and they're finally able to be back, man. I'm not really big on either of them, but I know AEW fans are, so good for them.
Hey, I'm a big Beast Morton guy. Love it. I miss my guy Beast Morton, bro.
Oh yeah,
yeah, missed him thoroughly. And El Clan too. I don't know if you guys know this.
Oh shit.
El Clan started cloning other luchadors.
He did.
You know what I mean? Which makes him the dark clone of Lucha Libre.
The dark clone, man, because he clones them and copies them. Exactly,
bro.
Fired. You know who needs to clone and copy? Leo Rush. He's technically not a luchador, man, but him crawling around, I think that would be
Maybe
fire.
He was a clone Beast Morton.
Maybe he could clone the Beast Morton, and he could be like Mini Morton.
Yeah. Is the Beast Morton in the Don Callis fam? No, he's in La Facción. I know El Clan's in the Don Callis family.
He is in the Don Callis family. I forgot about that.
Yes, Gravity was a person.
Yeah, it is indeed a human being. I forgot about him, too.
Forgot about Gravity, too, man. We just got our guy Commander back.
Dude, he could clone Gravity and be anti-gravity. That's too gas. That's too gas.
That's pretty fire, bro. That's pretty fire. That is pretty fire. Who else could he clone? Wow.
He could clone a lot of people. He could clone Bandito and be Ranger. Oh, that's kind of like who's. Yeah, I don't know. That one doesn't really work as well. Damn. What other luchadors do they got?
Maybe you could clone El Grande Americano.
Maybe. Exactly. Or maybe
they could run it back.
You could clone Mystico and be Mysticlone. That's gas, bruh. Mysticlone.
Come on,
bruh.
But both of these guys are back. And I know these AEW fans. They're ready to see him, man. They're ready to see him. I just can't wait to see my guy Beast Morton back, bro. I miss this big hunky fella here.
Exactly.
I mean, I miss him growling about, man.
I miss Luchador Roman Reigns. Because he just fucking looks like a Roman, and he's having to post a picture.
He really is, bro. He really is. So, yes, that is the news we have for the Beast Morton and El Clan, the dark clone of Lucha Libre. Where's the mad scientist of Lucha Libre been?
Yeah, where the fuck is Masquerada Dorada?
No, that's
Hechicero. Oh shit, Hechicero. Wasn't he in
Masquerada Dorada is really the GOAT.
Isn't Hechicero in the Don Callis family?
He is, but he hasn't been there.
He had. Who was the luchador they were with on Wednesday?
Wait, no.
Wasn't he on Wednesday?
He just recently came back, didn't he?
Okay.
Never mind, he is back. I forgot he came back.
He's in that fucking main event match.
That's right. Yes, he is, man. Yeah, he's the man.
The
Love the mad science to Lucha Libre. But Nobody's really fucking with Masquerada Dorada.
Exactly.
So, what's wrong with the big fella, bro?
He's the big fella.
The big hunk of a man.
You know, what's that?
Beast Morton.
Genuinely, I didn't know who
I'm
that
sorry,
was when
bro.
I was watching Dynamite.
I forgot the Mad Scientist of Lucha Libre came back.
You could have dead ass told me that was Commander. I would have believed you. I would have believed you.
Yeah, but nobody's really fucking with Masquerada Dorada. I just gotta
Exactly.
say that again. Anna J, man.
Oh, Anna.
Is being reported by
I don't think you got the source.
that they just not.
They just not source it? Doesn't say it in like the red highlighted part?
Oh.
Damn. Well,
Okay, gotcha. All right, Anna J, it turns out, will not be leaving All Elite Wrestling despite the thought that she would, as AEW CEO and head of creative Tony Khan has confirmed that Anna J has signed a new contract extension with the promotion. J is currently absent from AEW TV through dealing with an injury. Anna is in very good standing with us. Anna's out injured right now. I had been hoping to book Anna in recent weeks on shows, and she has an injury. Last week she was going for an MRI. Anna is somebody who also is in good standing with AEW and has a lot of time left and has extended her contract with AEW. Anna's actually extended and is going to be staying with AEW, Khan stated during the pre-redemption media call.
it makes sense.
Yeah, obviously with Jack just re-signing, more than likely because he had to. I'm sure this was a joint decision with these two and something they obviously planned out together. So I'm happy. Obviously, they're both going to stay in AEW, and as long as they're happy, then that's all that matters.
Exactly. I think that was the overall plan. I think that's why she waited. She waited for Jack. Obviously, his free agency attempt didn't really, unfortunately, go well, man. He kind of was forced to re-sign with AEW, man. I think so was she. But even though, if anything, if they really wanted to like be tactical about it, she could have still left, got like in good graces with WWE and got him through there.
Yeah.
But you never know how strong Phil's politics are in that company. I feel like they are very strong. So I think they made the safe bet, man. Obviously, she's going to stay in AEW. She's injured for now, but when she'll come back in, the mid-card and tag division, and that's all she'll do.
For sure. Our final two stories before we get to these redemption predictions. Sammy Guevara.
Speaking of... No.
Sammy Guevara. According to Brian Alvarez, nobody in AEW seems to know what's up with Sammy Guevara right now. Multiple sources have told me that Ty Mello requested a release last year, but it was denied. It's expected everyone will know what's up when everyone gets to TV tomorrow, which obviously this came out on Tuesday, being that Dynamite had been the next day. Another story from The Observer came out stating that Sammy Guevara is still signed to AEW. He has not been released, nor has his deal expired. As it turns out, his contract is not expired. He has not been released. Nothing has changed. I was told that AEW had never been in his bio. So when he said new bio and people looked at his bio and saw that AEW wasn't there, it had actually never been there in the first place. I just know for sure. His contract has not expired. He has not been released, and apparently nothing has changed. I did hear from people. Who say probably. I did hear from people who should probably know, and they said nothing has change. So Sammy Guevara, it seems as if Sammy Guevara, again, said new bio. People looked at it, seen there was no AEW. And apparently nothing AEW was ever in there in the first place. I don't know if maybe that was just to like stir up some attention or whatever the case is, but looks like he's not leaving. I honestly think for Sammy, it would probably be best at this juncture to fucking leave AEW. I really don't see a light at the end. If there is a light at the end of the tunnel for Sammy Guevara, then anybody should have hope because man,
maybe if they give him a few more chances, he might work out as a main event guy, man. But just didn't really work out, and I think I could definitely see that as an attempt to like stir, just interest in where fans might want to see him. Seemingly, from all the reaction I've seen, they really don't want to see him anywhere. So it really, he somehow had a worse free agency run than Jack Perry, and it wasn't even his free agency run. Yeah, I don't know with Sammy, man. He pissed a lot of people off. He hasn't been doing good. Tony Khan underbooks him, and it's just also a mix of he didn't pop out as much as a lot of other people the last few years for AEW, man. So, I think his best interest is to leave, but even then, don't see a very high ceiling for him, man. That's just kind of how it is with Guevara at this point. We could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. He could fucking ball out somewhere else, man. We'll see with time, man. But, I don't know, man. I don't know with Sammy. It's very interesting with Sammy. I think he probably should leave at some point. Again, I think he should try somewhere else. Just very interested to see how that goes and how he truly does on his own.
Yeah, 100%. Honestly, if I were him, it at this point doesn't hurt to try a little run in WWE whenever his deal is up, just to see what the fuck is out there. Because, and that's even if they want him. I don't even know if they really are gonna want Sammy Guevara. But at the end of the day, the AEW run, failed. It failed. He was originally a pillar of the company, and again, now we're sitting in the year of 2026, and this guy is just largely irrelevant. So, again, it was it's something that I think for him would probably be at least worth trying because yeah, I mean, he again is not doing anything in AEW, not doing anything in AEW, hasn't done anything in AEW for a really long time, and again, I mean, whenever his deal is up, I would at least explore what's out there. So
maybe Cody can get him a job.
Yeah, maybe. So, I believe Cody was a big Sammy guy.
Yeah, I think he was. Because isn't that who got him in the company was Cody?
Yeah, pretty awful eye for talent there. So speaking of Ty Mello, AEW are planning to grant Ty Mello her release. Tony Khan revealed during the pre-redemption media call. He says with Ty. Ty has said she wanted to step away from wrestling. She said, I love AEW and I love the people here, but I want to step away from wrestling. I want to step away from AEW. That's what she told me. That wasn't in 2025. That was weeks ago at Collision after she wrestled against Divine Dominion. She came to me after the match and said, I would like the release. I was taken back. We had a very nice talk. We haven't had an unpleasant conversation ever. I've always had a very good relationship with Ty. She has asked about stepping away recently. It hasn't been a long thing. And also I haven't kept her here. Since that talk, I haven't brought her back, booked her. I am going to give Ty that release. So it seems like she wants to step away, man. Who knows? She might want to pull a Nick Miller and fucking show up in Stardom or WWE. if she were to show up in WWE, I don't really see, if anything was going to happen for her, it was going to be way back in those NXT days, and obviously it didn't, so I don't really see WWE, really using much of her at all. Again, at least from what Tony says here, she wants to step away from wrestling, so I do wish her the best. Maybe her husband will too. Want to step away as well. If his free agency continues to go how his pre-free agency is going.
How do you pregame free agency and it doesn't work out?
Oh, yeah,
it's rough.
Pretty rough, man. Pretty rough. I guess not everybody can have the bidding war of 2024. But regardless, I wish her the best. It seems like she maybe wants to step away. Obviously, I know her and Sammy have a daughter, so maybe her and Sammy just want to have more kids, or figure out what they want to do in life, or maybe find something that's a little more stable and a little more unrocky than both of their careers have going. Although it seems like Sammy Guevara is sticking around, he should definitely be looking for his release next. If I was him,
100%. If I was him, I would. For her, wish everything the best, man. Maybe it is a Nick Miller situation. That would be funny. But overall, I could see a lot of truth in that. I just wanted to step away, man. Be a parent and just live your own life. Figure it out. Take a break from what you're doing, man. And I think that what could benefit her, and I think it also benefit Sammy. They take a break. They come back to the business wherever they may go. Maybe rejuvenated, maybe better. And then, that's what Sammy's 7th chance he could have in his career, man, and hopefully this one works out, man. But either way, I do wish the best for them. At the end of the day, they are, at least especially for Sammy, very good bones for great talent, and it was just a mix of booking, personal decisions that didn't work out, man. Hopefully everything can work out for both of them.
100%, man. So, yeah, and that is everything with Ty and Sammy Guevara. So, yeah, that is everything for the news here today. And now, starting off, we got some AEW Redemption predictions.
Oh, shit.
Starting off here, we have the double chain match.
What the fuck is a double chain match?
Is it like a dog collar match?
With chain, is it one of those or is it like a strap match but with chains? Maybe it's like around the arms.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think it might be like a strap match but with chains, and like one obviously if you look at the graphic, I can see like fucking Jay White being tied to Finley, and then Juice being tied to Clark. I could definitely see something like that.
That's right. Yeah. Either way, this is obviously Jay White's first pay-per-view match back. So, and we all know how they fucking treat the dogs. They treat them like dogs. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Bang Bang Gang here.
I'm gonna go with the Bang Bang Gang too. I think it's very obvious winner, very obvious loss, unfortunately for the dogs.
Yes,
that's not new.
And the next match, we have Chris Jericho, or I'm sorry,
you mean the Painmaker.
What did he tell Ciampa? You bring the pain, and I'm gonna bring the Painmaker. Straight aura.
Straight trash, dude.
Straight aura from that line.
Couldn't even say you could bring the pain, but I'm gonna make it. It's a little better of a fucking line than I'm gonna be.
Better. That's a hell of a lot better than whatever the fuck.
I thought he was about to say that, and then when he said what he said, I was like, really? Corny-ish.
That was terrible. That was fucking terrible. We got a no holds barred match with the Painmaker and Tommaso Ciampa. I'm gonna say this: he better hope, for the love of his career, that Tommaso Ciampa wins this fucking match.
Mm-hmm. He better.
So I will go ahead and say Tommaso Ciampa, but do not be shocked if Jericho wins this.
Because is this their second match? Or is it their third?
Well, Jericho won the one at Beach Break. So I think this is their for second.
Oh, okay. If Jericho won the first, I don't even remember that match. I'm going to say Ciampa.
Yeah. So yeah. Go ahead and hope.
It better be.
For Tommaso Ciampa. Next up, We have Hikaru Shida defending the TBS title against Maya World. Seems like Tony Khan really ended up liking Maya World.
He did.
Which she looked pretty good. I fucking certainly hope they take the title off Hikaru Shida, man, because she's fucking about as boring as a bag of rocks.
Never been interested in Hikaru Shida as a world champ, mid card champ at all. So I'm Maya World with this one, man, because Shida never did it for me, man. Never have, probably never will.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Did I say I hope Maya World? I can't remember.
I think you did.
Now we have this ladder match here. This is a ladder match for a shot at the international title.
Oh, shit.
Is this going to be a shot at All In? Because, like, none of these guys make sense for an All In match against Fletcher. Unless this is just going to be a random Dynamite match, which I actually probably see happening.
I feel like it would have said at All In if it was for All In. You know what I mean? You would put that in the graphic.
You would, yeah.
I would think at least. I wouldn't be shocked, but.
So we have Commander.
That's Commander.
That's Commander. Versus Jack Perry versus Speedball Bayley versus the Beast Morton. Very excited for this this big fella to be back. And then I believe the other two did get spoiled. I think it's Nick Wayne and Il Klon also in the match. To face Fletcher, I don't know.
Or maybe. What's the likelihood of El Klon because he's in the fucking Don Callis family?
Oh, dude.
And they do more Don Callis family drama?
Injected in my veins, bro. I need the internal beef with El Klon and Kyle Fletcher, bro.
Because, you know, there was
fire.
There was that push-off ad on Dynamite with all those. Yeah, I fucking love that shit. That was actually a really good segment on Dynamite, man. But for here, on paper, I would definitely say like Mike Bailey because that's the one who I like the most. But I'm gonna say El Klon just for family matters.
Well, I'll go ahead and say Beast Morton.
Oh shit!
Just because my boy's back.
Boy's back.
He's back, bro. We have CNC versus the Death Riders. We have Dictator Claudio and Pac.
Remember the Knicks.
Getting a tag title match, bro. This is obviously going to be Christian and Cope. I would not be shocked if we see a tag team come out after this and confront these guys, the likes of the Wyatt Six or Motor City Machine Guns.
I could definitely see something like that. I think it is CNC retain overall, man. I could definitely see a tag team appearing after this.
Yep, they are going to put the CNC on them.
Exactly.
Now we have Toxic Tekla defending the AEW Women's World title against Willow Nightingale.
I think it's a very obvious, at least to be honest, I hope it is a Tekla retain overall, man.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. Now, obviously, I guess I see what they would kind of be cooking up, bro, if, you know, they do the Willow and Mercedes match at All In. Obviously, I know they got history, bro, but, like, Tekla's been the world champion for a large portion of the year. To take the title off of her a month before going into All In
would be fucked up.
It would be a little bogus, I can't lie.
And there's one thing that I think eventually soon you could probably do with Willow, depending on how soon Bayley can come into the company. Who better to kind of like help, not train, but like be in the corner of Willow than Bayley to beat Mercedes, and then that could really start the AEW beef of Mercedes and Bayley. I would like something like that. You have options like that.
That is true. They definitely do have options, but it definitely would be bogus to take the title off of
it would be bogus.
The Toxic Spider here.
And that's not what I want. I want her to lose here and then be like helped up by Bayley, essentially.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure. So yeah, I'll go ahead and say Tekla here. So there you go. Tekla and Mercedes at All In.
Okay, let's go.
Next up, we have Kyle Fletcher versus Bandito for the international title. This is going to be a good one.
This is going to be a good-ass match, bro. I'm excited. Bandito's one of their classics.
Yes, Bandito is always a very reliable. He is a reliable, very reliable bucket, and so is Kyle Fletcher. So, Kyle Fletcher, however, should be winning this match here.
Obviously, yeah, exactly. Obviously, it's Kyle Fletcher retain, and I need all-in Don Callis family drama, now featuring El Clan.
100%. Come on, bro.
Hey.
Next up, for the national title, speaking of Don Callis family members, we have Dunkzilla, Dangerous Mark Davis versus the real Latino man,
Hell yeah.
Andrade El Idolo, bro. I think our guy's finally going to do it, bro. I think he's finally going to do it. I think Andrade
You think so?
is finally going to get his hands on some gold, bro. I got Andrade taking this one.
But how you know? Come on, bruh. Come on. How you know? I know he gonna be a champion coming out of this. I'm putting Andrade on the table, bro.
How you know?
How you know?
How you know, bro?
Come on, bro.
Man, we're gonna be going crazy on Sunday if Andrade gets the gold, bro.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah. I have to cop that shirt, bro.
It's his time, dude. It is his time, bro.
They have their shirt at all out?
Oh,
It's
fuck yeah.
It's over with.
That's an instant get. 100%. Some $60 tickets with a fucking $30 shirt.
Come on, man. Look
bro.
at that.
This is what this is the kind of prices we need, right, Logan?
What about the $900 title?
Well, we'll have to further
push
investigate
that
one. Yeah, just a little bit, So, yes, going with Andrade here, and next up, this is an interesting one as well. I think this is going to spark a lot of hatred between Ospreay and Omega going into All in London. We have the formidable undefeated tag team of Will Ospreay and Jon Moxley versus the Young Bucks.
I think the Young Bucks are gonna be fucking murdered
Yeah.
at Redemption, and I don't even think it's really gonna be Jon Moxley, and that's the part I'm excited about.
That is what I'm thinking as well. I think Will Ospreay, I don't know,
he's gonna take it too far.
Something's gonna snap, and he's gonna take it too far and beat the holy piss out of one of the Young Bucks. Hopefully,
It's not Nick.
it's Matt Jackson, so we could finally get the singles run for Nick Jackson. Bro.
Exactly.
The greatest singles wrestler that never was.
That picture of him before he gave the fucking title to Kenny, of him just, they knew what they were doing with that shot,
Yes,
dude.
they did.
Fucking goated. But I think it's Ospreay on Mox, and I think Ospreay is going to take it a little too far, man. What he did on Collision to whoever the fuck now, I don't even know who he was facing, I think it's going to be some shit like that, man.
I think so. I definitely think this is going to spark a lot of questions from Kenny Omega towards his old pal Will Ospreay, man. And I think, I think Jon Moxley may have awoken something in Will Ospreay that he is going to regret. So, yeah, that is that. And I think Ospreay and Moxley are going to take this one here. And the main event of the show, the Jet, Kevin Knight, the TNT champion, versus the Golden Lover, the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega.
There you go, man. I think, shockingly, obviously, I think it is obvious Omega win. I'm intrigued for this match.
I'm intrigued for this match too, man. I think these guys are going to ball out. I think these guys are going to ball out in the main event here. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see how Kevin Knight does in this big of a spot. And I'm excited to see what kind of match he can pull out of Kenny Omega. I think this is going to be very telling as to how much of a, reliable ring general they're going to have in Kevin Knight, because, these days with Kenny Omega, you got to help help the old geezer out a little bit.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see.
Come on, Logan.
I'm excited to see what Kevin Knight does in this main event spot.
I wouldn't call it ass. I wouldn't have probably made it, but I like Kevin Knight. I'm very interested, like you said, especially to see how ring general he may be in something like this. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too. So
Kenny needs it.
Yes, he does. So yeah, that is all the predictions for here today, and that is gonna do it for this edition of the news, man. So Thank you guys, man, so much for an amazing turnout here today on this episode. Next week's news will be at 1 o'clock. It will be at 1 o'clock. That is the day Brand New Day comes out. So
Gotta go see it, man.
So we will be going to see it later in the day. So we won't be able to be on here at 3 like normal. So we will be on here at 1 p.m. Central. We'll be on here at 1 p.m. Central. So...
Bro, is that the worst time, man?
Come on, bro.
Come on.
It's over. It's over, dude.
It is over.
So, yes, we will be on here at 1 p.m. Central for the news. Obviously, due to the new Spider-Man coming out. So yeah, there is that, and yeah, that is everything. That is everything here today for the news, for WWE, for AEW, and your AEW Redemption predictions.
It's just shocking
Bro,
everybody.
I talked about it in the intro, man.
Exactly.
And I talked about my guy Jumpin' Jeff, bro.
And we did talk about it, man. It's crazy.
It's crazy. I will say, I guess I could see what he was thinking in terms of his basketball championship window. I said in the intro, I think his two best chances of a team that can actually contend is Philly, and it was also Minnesota, I think, was the other option for him to seriously contend for a title. Obviously, he went to, the one in the Eastern Conference. So I think that I can see it, although I really would have liked a Cavs reunion just for nostalgia's sake. Going to Cleveland. You're getting together with a bunch of pretenders, bro.
Oh,
I'm sorry, man.
Come on, man. A bunch of pretenders over there.
100%. So, but yeah, man, that is that. That is that, and that is going to do it for this edition of NHP. That is going to do it for episode 328. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. Thank you guys as always, and that is... Embiid finally could make an Eastern Conference Finals, man.
He really could.
He finally could.
He could.
It's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be interesting to see how that Philly team is going to fare up against the Knicks. So that is definitely interesting. It's also going to be interesting to see how the Pistons kind of blossom or with what they have. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting. It's definitely the most interesting an Eastern Conference has looked probably in our lifetime.
There you go, man. There you go. I think it is. Exactly. I would agree with that, man.
He would agree.
I would agree with that.
Would agree.
But Gotti's back being Mr. Walk him down and feed the world, man. Where'd you get? What kind of food truck you working at right now?
Yeah, bro.
So he's working at a food truck at the largest aviation festival in the world. It's dope.
What's an aviation festival?
Like planes and shit. Like planes, helicopters, like flying stuff.
Bro, where are you at? I think my cousin's at that festival.
Oh shit.
Where is that at? Is that in Chicago?
I don't. I could see like Wisconsin.
Yeah, maybe it's in Wisconsin. He's serving Mexican food, bro.
That sounds fire, man. Make me a plate. Save me a plate, bro.
But yes, that is everything. That is everything. So again, we will be on here with Redemption Sunday night after the pay-per-view, man, and that is going to do it. Thank you guys as always. It has been nothing but a pleasure for my Johnny.
And I, Sir K.
That is going to do it for this edition of the news. He says it's in Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Oh shit.
Look at you, bro.
Bet.
How far away is that? Maybe we'll take a drive.
Oh shit. This is gonna be over by then.
Yeah, it's probably be way over.
Like 10 o'clock.
But yes, that is gonna do it. Thank you guys. As always, again, it's been a pleasure for my Johnny.
And I, Sir K.
That is gonna do it. Thank you for everybody who tapped in the live chat. We got my guy Gotti. We got Manager Logan. We got Jumpin' Jeff. Edward, Alex,
our boy over there.
My guy. Still don't know how to say the name, but thank you guys as always. With that, please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you all Sunday after AEW Redemption with the Redemption post-show review.
Peace.